Good evening, hockey fans, and what is going on? It is, as always, your host, Neil Villapiano, and welcome to another exciting live watch-along right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. This live watch-along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network are sponsored by the awesome people at DraftKings Sportsbook. When you sign up for DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code THPN. Tonight, we have the battle of the Hudson River as the New Jersey Devils travel across the river to Madison Square Garden to battle their long-hated rivals, the New York Rangers. As always, guys, these live watch-alongs as well are comment-driven. So if you have a comment, question, anything like that, leave it in the comment section and we'll show it here on the stream. Also, if you like what you see, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe, punch notification bell, and you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And if you're new to the channel and you do subscribe, let me know in the chat so I could shout you out here on the stream. And also, if you do feel like donating as well, it is not required, but it is certainly appreciated. All donations go back to hosts like myself, and we appreciate them 100%. So let's get to some comments here really quickly. My good buddy James earlier today, my prediction is the Rangers are going to win 5-2. All right, good to see you, James. Thank you so much for the comment, man, and prediction. We do appreciate it. Danny Burgos, another Devils fan, is in the chat. He's going to go prediction 5-2. Not sure exactly who he's going for, whether it's Rangers or Devils. Jacob's going to go 6-1 Rangers. RJ is cheering on the boys in red, white, and blue, the New York Rangers. So is Bay Area EA Sports. RJ again letting us know that this game tonight between the Rangers and Devils will be in the local area. It will be on MSG and MSG Plus. Good to see you, Jacob. Hope you're doing well this evening. Thank you so much, as always, man, for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Beer Sports, whatever podcast as well. It's in the chat saying, hi, Neil. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well on this Friday evening. Isha's in the chat, as he always is, saying, let's go. We just talked a little bit before. Thank you so much, Ish, as always. Hopefully you guys had a great stream last night covering the Canucks and Islanders game. It was certainly a good game, especially for the Vancouver Canucks. What is going on, Eric? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well on this Friday evening. Eric said, what is a Ranger? I've been asking myself that same question for a long time, and I still haven't been able to come up with a good answer there for you, Eric. The Basketball Podcast Network is in the chat. Good to see you guys. For those of you that don't know, the Basketball Podcast Network covers every single team in the National Basketball Association for podcasting, just like here on the Hockey Podcast Network. They just started their own YouTube channel. They did a live watch-along last night doing the Dallas Mavericks versus the Golden State Warriors. I was a part of that. We're going to be doing live watch-alongs there every single day, just like you have here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Jacob says, not very happy right now with how my effing Golden Knights are doing. Yeah, they definitely were somewhat embarrassed last night on national TV, losing to the Boston Bruins. And right now, they're not in a playoff spot. And that's kind of a crazy position that I don't think anybody expected, certainly at this point in the year with the amount of talent that Vegas has. But, still a lot of games left to play, and a lot can certainly change between now and the end of the season. Indeed, was a great game last night. 4-3 was the final for Vancouver getting that win. Eric says, why are they called the Devils? Well, actually, their nickname comes from a mythical devil, the Jersey Devil. It wasn't obviously real, but it was a mythical creature that was basically pointed out and said that people saw way, many years ago. And then that's kind of where they got the name, and it kind of fits really at the end of the day. Isha's going to go with a 5-3 prediction for the Rangers. So nobody other than myself is going with the Devils tonight. THPN and TBPN are awesome. They are definitely 100%. When is TBPN doing an LA game? Better be versus the Magic. Jacob, I believe we're doing a live watch-along of the Lakers Gold State game tomorrow, I believe. So make sure you have your notification bell on so you get notified when those go up. JT Miller not getting traded. Good to see you, John. Hope you're doing well today, man. Thank you so much for coming on, leaving a comment. We appreciate it. Maybe he won't. I don't know. I mean, he does have another year on his contract, so the Canucks don't really have to move him if they don't get a good deal for him. So we'll see. I've heard of the Jersey Devil. Yes, it's obviously been something that a lot of people actually No. Low Lawrence, thank you so much for the comment, man. Appreciate it. Low Lawrence, while you're here, do me a favor. Leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. And if you do subscribe, let me know in the chat so we could shout you out here on the stream. He's going to go with Rangers to win this one 4-3. Jacob says, what? Oh, God, F my life, as just mentioned to him about potentially. I can't guarantee it, but potentially we're doing the Golden State Warriors-Lakers game tomorrow. What's an Islander? Eric, I feel like you're just kind of throwing my brain off a little bit. Islander is, it just says it in the name, my friend. That pretty much tells you what an Islander is. But we are just about ready to get going here in this game. Only the second matchup of the regular season that these two teams have faced off. It's the last time that the Devils will be playing at Madison Square Garden. I believe the Devils will play one more time against the Rangers later on this season at the Prudential Center in New Jersey. So we will see when that game is. I'll double check on that. But for me tonight, I'm going to go with the Devils to win by the score of 5-4. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change that. I'm going to say they're going to win this game by the score of 6-5 because lately the Devils have been winning a lot of their games. Their last 5 wins have come by scoring 6 or more goals. So obviously the Devils have been able to certainly score a lot, but goaltending, not surprisingly, has been a big question mark. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have some more issues with that in this one. It's going to be Igor Shesterkin against Nico Daws as the goaltending matchup for this one. A saber is a type of buffalo, Eric. Hopefully that answers your question. What's a capital? That obviously involves the Washington Capitals. It makes sense because that's the capital of the United States. So that's what, that's that. I like this. Jacob says, Eric, what's a Eric? It's a good question. I'm sure Eric can answer. So these two teams are 30 points between each other. Devils with 43, the Rangers currently with 73. So clearly both teams are going in different directions and are certainly going to be at different points going into, obviously, once the regular season ends, with the Devils most likely on their way to once again missing the playoffs. Well, the Rangers are definitely a team that looks to try to make a big run once the playoffs get underway. So we'll see here about this one. But again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, Devils versus Rangers. Excited as always to do these rivalry matchups. And this game, we've had a lot of great rivalry games in the past, and this one should be no different. Again, Igor Shesterkin, probably the front runner to win the Vezina Trophy, is going to be the starting netminder for the Rangers. And again, the Devils are going to be riding with their young rookie goaltender, Nico Daws, who has been playing very, very well of late, and he certainly looks to try to continue that here. But the ref is at center ice, and so are the players. The puck is dropped, and we're underway in our game tonight between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. So we'll see how both teams come out, as Kreider right away tried to feed it over cross ice, but it's not. And the follow-up try by Zibanejad, and that one is knocked aside by Nico Daws. So right away, the Rangers look to try to get on the score sheet early, but Daws makes his first save, and a one-time slap shot by Zibanejad just goes wide. So Rangers putting on some good pressure here in the first shift of this one. And now the Devils take it away. It's Damon Severson will stop and now allow both teams to change. So Severson and Siegenthaler, it looks like, are going to be paired in this one. Siegenthaler, I think I can definitely say from a Devils perspective, is arguably their best overall defenseman. He has been tremendous, especially from a defensive perspective, doing his main job. I think he's honestly also one of the most underrated defensemen because of the fact that he doesn't put up a whole lot of numbers and he plays for the Devils. So obviously that's going to always be something that will not get noticed as much if you're playing a very solid defensive game, but you're playing for a team that could be doing better. RJ says MLB baseball back March 18, 2022. We'll see. We'll see if they do get a deal done. Eric says, my name is Jacob Day and I like the Knights. All right. As a shot there by the Rangers, and that one just goes wide. We got Danny Tabernac saying, go Rangers. Thank you so much for the comment, Danny. Really do appreciate it, my friend. Do me a favor. Make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Really does help out the channel, and we'd appreciate it 100%, my friend. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. He says, go Rangers, go. So we got some more Rangers fans. Hopefully we'll get some more Devils fans in here. He has a Mickey Mouse Conn Smythe and 2 Mickey Mouse rings. Wouldn't necessarily agree with that, Jacob. What's going on, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well tonight. Obviously, he is a big-time Devils fan like myself. Hope you're doing well. Leave a like as always, man. Will Miller, good to see you. Will, he says, Shesty is a brick wall. He certainly has been one of the biggest reasons that the Rangers have had as much success as they've had so far this year. Andrew's going to go 4-3 Devils to win this one. Leafs don't know how to hit. No, they do not after being embarrassed. What were they embarrassed on Wednesday? At home, 5-1 to the Buffalo Sabres. That was interesting. That was definitely a tough one. Will saying, what's up? Say, real deal, Neil. Good to see you, Will. Hope you're doing well today, man. Leave a like on the stream as you always do. And we actually do have a donation. This is unreal. It's Isha donating $2 Canadian. Thank you so much, Isha, for the donation, man. Really do appreciate it 100%. That means the world to me. Thank you so much. That's absolutely phenomenal. Will saying, what's up, Neil? Good to see you again, Will. Low Lawrence again saying, let's go Rangers, so we know who he's cheering on tonight. Again, Low Lawrence, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe, and let me know that you subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. I want to go to the Ranger game. You have to take the train in Madison Square Garden to get into New York. At the end of the day, getting to Devils and Rangers games is actually pretty easy. If you live in this area, in New York and New Jersey, you could just take the train. Does make it easy. And especially at Madison Square Garden, you just get off at Penn Station, walk up the stairs, and you're right there. So it's very, very convenient. And I'm sure, RJ, you'll get an opportunity to go unless those ticket prices continue to rise at MSG games, which are ridiculous. The Sabres, LOL. Yep, it's definitely not a good loss for the Maple Leafs a couple days ago. What is going on, Colleen? Thank you so much for the comment, my friend. We appreciate it. She says, Devils fan here. Absolutely love it. Colleen, while you're here, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. If you are a Devils fan, the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel is the place for you, as that long shot by the Rangers is stopped and covered by Nico Dawes. 16:48 to go here in the first period. Still no score between the Devils and the Rangers. 40 goals for the Devils in their last 8 games, and in that span, they produced a record of 4-4-0. So they have not been afraid to put the puck in the back of the net, but defensively and goaltending in particular has been the biggest issue. But Colleen, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And Colleen, if you do subscribe, let me know in the chat so we can shout you out right here on the stream. Is now the Devils come the other way as Andreas Janssen tried to get it over to Nico, but it hits off his skate and goes off, and then the Rangers clear back down into the Devils zone, and we'll get an icing here. So faceoff will be back in the Rangers zone. Will Miller says the Coyotes. The Coyotes did beat the Avalanche. That is sure. And I mean, the Coyotes also beat the Maple Leafs this year, so they certainly have been some of the a team that's not afraid to upset some teams. Rick Ryan, is Swiss cheese good for grilled cheese? Honestly, I think it is. I've actually never tried that, but I'm sure it actually would be really, really good, Rick. But while you're here, boss man, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. We'd appreciate 100%. As that shot there is blocked in front. Devils trying to create something. Dougie Hamilton with a backhand try in the right corner top. And then follow-up try by the other defense by Ryan Graves to stop. And the puck just jumps right in front of Shesterkin, but the Rangers clear. Rick, while you're here, man, also make sure let me know that you subscribe so I could shout you out here on the stream. What's going on, Colin? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Another Devils fan in the chat says Devils by 1,000,000. I take that, especially against our hated rivals in the Rangers. As now Jack Hughes over to Damon Severson. Tried to get it over to, I believe that might have been Andreas Janssen, but it was broken up. And now the Rangers slowly come the other way. 29 with the puck now for the Rangers. And that one is broken up. Devils just try to chip it out of their zone. Danny again saying, go, Rangers, go. Awesome, Danny. Love the support for your team, man. Even though it's the Rangers, do love that we got Rangers and Devils fans in the chat for this one. Will Miller say, LOL, Sammy Blais, Rangers. Yeah, obviously that has not worked out, but he's been injured for a good majority of the season. But yeah, obviously with the way Pavel Buchnevich has been doing so well in St. Louis, I'm sure the Rangers would like to do redo that trade. Soda Pod in the chat covering the Minnesota Wild. Good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hoppy said, sup, buddy. Thank you so much for leaving a comment and saying what's up. We appreciate it. Will says the Coyotes are a poverty franchise. You sound like my brother, because my brother's favorite thing to say is poverty franchise, but they certainly have been playing like that throughout the majority of their existence. They playing in a college stadium next year. Yeah, they are definitely going to. As that shot there from the left side by Mason Geertsen just goes wide as the Devils' fourth line looks to try to create something, as Subban just kind of chips it into the far left corner. But it'll be interesting to see how that ends up playing and if the NHL does indeed allow them to do that for the next couple of years. JJD TV, thank you so much for the comment, Josh. Really do appreciate it. Yeah. One of our goals tonight is to try to get us to get to our first 100 likes on the stream. So guys, if you like this, leave a like on the stream. Help us get to 100 likes. We'd appreciate it. Also, make sure to subscribe again and let me know in the chat that you subscribe so we can give you a shout out here on the stream 100%. And also, if you do feel like donating like Isha did a few moments ago, you don't have to. But if you do, those are appreciated as well. All donations go back to the hosts like myself. Rick saying Dawson Mercer is the real deal as that shot from the point by the Rangers is stopped by Dawes. But yeah, Dawson Mercer has really, he got off to a great start this year. Then he kind of slowed down, but he's starting to pick it up again. Definitely, I don't think he'll end up winning Rookie of the Year, which obviously sucks. But at the same time, I think that he has the makings to be a guy that's going to be super talented, a top 6 player who could play both center and the wing for years to come. Has a lot of speed, and it's going to be really exciting to see what he can do long term. Will saying, I like saying poverty franchise. Fair enough. Are you a Nets or Knicks fan? I'm a Nets fan. Obviously not happy with the way the Nets have been playing of late. Even obviously Kevin Durant is now back, and hopefully we could start turning this around because we really need to. Jacob says, NJD, what's that got to me a shit team with 0 good players? Jacob, you're one to talk with a Golden Knights team that very well could not even make the playoffs with way more talent than most teams. And that's probably worse than what the Devils' situation is right now. We'll say, did the Islanders used to play in the Nets stadium? No, the Nets used to play in the Devils stadium for a couple years. The last couple years they were in Jersey. They also, when they were playing the ABA, is now a breakaway chance for Nico Hischier. That's when it stopped, and the follow-up trying to rebound is also stopped by Shesterkin. Oh, Nico tried to beat Shesterkin short side. He got the puck right back on his backhand on a rebound, and Shesterkin stuck out the left leg pad to make a save as well. 2 big-time saves by Igor Shesterkin to deny the Devils of an opportunity to score. But yes, the Nets did play at the Prudential Center for a couple years, and they also did play back when they were in the ABA. They played in the old Nassau Coliseum, so they did play in both of those arenas. As that shot there by the Rangers is stopped by Nico Dawes. Rangers keeping the pressure in the offensive zone, though. As now we get a stop here. What do we have? Not sure exactly, but we get a stoppage play. 12:17 to go in the first. No score here in our game between the Devils and the Rangers, as it looks like we're getting a penalty here. It's going to be against Artemi Panarin. That's kind of surprising, especially because the Rangers were in the offensive zone. But nonetheless, the Devils will go to the power play, and now we'll see what they can do on their first power play when we get back from commercial break. As RJ said, NBA tomorrow, Golden State versus Los Angeles Lakers at 8:30 p.m. Thank you, RJ. He also says it's currently 1-0 Pittsburgh over the Carolina Hurricanes in the first period. Colin's giving us a prediction of a 4-2 Devils win. Awesome. Love to see that, Colin. Knights out of the playoffs. Yes, the Golden Knights, as of right now, are currently out of the playoff position. Again, a lot of time left to go in this season, but certainly there is some cause for concern in Sin City because they've really been struggling of late. They didn't play really well at all last night in their loss to the Boston Bruins, and they're going to have to make some big moves once Mark Stone gets back, and they're going to be really well over the cap, and they're going to have to make some moves to allow Mark Stone to be able to come back and play. He says, keep the comments coming, subscribe, and live watch-alongs every day of the week. Abso-freaking-lutely. Subscribe and like, obviously. Thank you so much, Isha. What is going on, Eddie? Thank you so much for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Eddie, while you're here, my friend, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. And if you do subscribe, let me know in the chat that you did so I could shout you out here on the stream. He's going to go with a 6-3 Devils win. Kind of goes off of what I was saying before. The Devils' last 5 wins going into this game have come with them scoring 6 or more goals. So Obviously, the Devils have been able to score a lot. As far as defending and, having, consistently good goaltending, that has been a question mark, not just in the last couple of games, but the last couple of years. As the penalty was against Panarin for tripping. So with 12:17 to go here in the first period, the Devils will have their first crack on the power play. Jacob says Stone is back 2 to 4 weeks. So we'll see what happens once we get to that point, what Vegas decides to do. 50-game NHL 2022. Thank you, RJ. Everyone, shout out the newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, Eddie Benzie/Nick. Thank you so much, Eddie, for subscribing. We really do appreciate it, man, 100%. Your subscription is awesome. It's Jack Hughes with a wrist shot right off the face-off on the power play, but that one is gloved by Shesterkin. But thank you so much, Eddie, and everybody, welcome, Eddie, the newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. I'm not saying this one out loud because I already know the joke, Colin, but I appreciate some good humor in the chat any day, my friend, so well done. Rangers currently have the 7th best penalty kill in the NHL, while the Devils have the 21st overall power play in the NHL. So Rangers definitely, I guess you'd say, have somewhat of advantage, but the Devils keep it in the offensive zone. Severson, top of the blue line, continues to hold the puck, gets over right side to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes tries to get around a defender and has to regroup. Hughes gives it back to Damon Severson, top of the blue line, gets it over to Jesper Bratt. Bratt back to Severson. Severson again, skating towards center blue line. Now over to Bratt. One-time slap shot by Nico, and that one is stopped by Shesterkin, and the Rangers trying to clear it out, and they do. So the Devils doing a good job moving the puck. Would like to see them obviously get some more shots to the net, but a good shot nonetheless by Nico there, but Shesterkin made the save. And so now here comes Bratt over to the right side to Jack Hughes, and Devils are at center ice, gets it over to Bastian. And now the Devils go get the puck here, but the Rangers get it, tried to fire it out of the zone. They cannot. Devils keeping it in. Nico trying to fight at it. Severson's able to hold it in, gets it over to Bastian. Bastian now drops it to Jesper Bratt. Bratt loses it to Zibanejad and then forces the puck out of the zone. And then Jack Hughes gets knocked down. Is that going to be a penalty? Doesn't look to be. I think that could have been called for a trip. But now the Rangers have the puck and slowly just dump it back into the Devils zone. Will says, go Blues. We almost beat the Rangers, but Shesty made a lot of saves, and that has been the case for a lot of these Rangers games. A lot of these Rangers wins, Will, 100%. Now the Devils try to once again control it in the zone, but the Rangers intercepted and cleared again back down into the Devils zone. Good to see you, Justin. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, as always, for coming on and saying hi and interacting with us. We do appreciate it. Leave a like on the stream while you're here. As you know, helps out the channel tremendously. As now the Devils again trying to get it back into the offensive zone. But again, the Rangers intercepted before the Devils could set up. And it's clear back down. And that'll do it for the power play. So other than really one shot on goal early on, the Devils didn't do a whole lot on that power play, as is growing accustomed here with Devils power plays. So the game remains scoreless here as we have just reached the halfway point of the first period, again, of our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. The Battle of the Hudson River, as it's what's called around here, as Panarin gets it over. Tried to feed it to 45, but he lost it. Rangers keep it in the zone, though. White tries to get it out for the Devils, and then Geertsen tried to whack it out. He couldn't, and then that shot from the blue line gets deflected, but just wide of the net. Devils again just trying to get it out of their zone. Now PK Subban, he'll just lightly backhand it out, and now the puck will go back down into the Rangers zone. Will says, I wonder how many wins the Rangers would have without Shesty. I would say probably not as many as they do. I think they have like 30 some on at this point. So I would say I think they would be fighting more towards the bottom. Not in the bottom. Is that shot, that slow shot by the Rangers just gets to Nico Dawes, and he's able to cover it, and then some pushing and shoving from both teams after the whistle. But a good job there by Nico as we get another stoppage in play here with 9:14 to go in first period. Still no score again in our game between the Devils and the Rangers. And we'll step aside for just a moment to get our first word of the night from our sponsors. So a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, as always, guys, make sure to use our promo code THPN. Little over 9 minutes to go here in the first period of our game between the Devils and the Rangers. Eddie says, I saw that you were streaming this game on the Devils State of Mind Instagram account, so I came by to talk. Huge Devils fan. Thank you so much, Eddie, man, for hanging out with us and supporting not only the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, but also Devils State of Mind, which is the podcast I host, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. Thank you, Eddie, man. Really do appreciate it. Justin giving us a like on the stream. Thank you so much. Sunday, March 6th, 1 p.m. Yep, this Sunday, Devils are at home against the St. Louis Blues. So that should be an interesting one. Will, I know you will be watching that one. What is going on? Brian Swirly says, THP and howdy. Good to see you, my friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Brian, while you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. And if you do subscribe, let us know in the chat that you do, and we will shout you out here on the stream. Just realized that I've gone this long without showing you guys the statistics because this is always important. So I do apologize for that. But now the Rangers have the puck in the zone. It's Miller with a shot, and that one just deflects wide of the net. It's currently 1-0 Buffalo over the Minnesota Wild in the first period. Thank you, RJ. Will says, have you watched Drake and Josh? I used to watch that show all the time back in the day when it was on. Is now an opportunity and a backhand try, and the Rangers score. It's Mika Zibanejad on a rebound. And with 8:49 to go in the first period, the Rangers have struck first on a goal by Mika Zibanejad. It's 1-0. So it was just kind of a slow shot that got to the net. It might have been blocked in front. The original shot might have been blocked. We'll see it again here on the replay. Kreider had the puck, gave it to Zibanejad, slap shot. It got blocked, but the Rangers kept it in the zone. Wrist shot there, and then, yes, Zibanejad just followed it up off the soft blocked rebound, and he was able to score. And again, the Rangers take the 1-0 lead on a goal by Mika Zibanejad. But yes, I have watched Drake and Josh Will. 100%. Colin says, Devils is good. I hope they continue to get better, Colin. I really do. As Mika Zibanejad's goal is 21st of the season, gives the Rangers the 1-0 lead here in the first period. Eddie says, I'm going to that Blues-Devils game this Sunday. Awesome, man. Awesome. That is also has a nice pass in front to Strome, and that one is stopped by Nico Dawes. Big time save there by Dawes. As now the Devils come back into the offensive zone, Mercer backhands it around the boards, but the Rangers now control it and get it out of the zone. Good save there by Dawes to respond after giving up that goal a few moments ago. But yeah, Eddie, that'll also be the first game in which fans won't have to wear a mask or show proof of vaccination. So that should be a little bit interesting considering we're all used to the other rules that we had for a while there. What is going on, Jared? Good to see you again, my friend. Hope you're doing well this Friday evening. Thank you so much, as always, for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Jared, leave a like on the stream while you're here. I know you already subscribed, but leave a like. Would appreciate it 100%. Eddie, obviously, not happy with the way things are going right now in this one as the Rangers take the 1-0 lead. The current money line right now for this game, guys, again, use promo code THPN on DraftKings. It's plus 400 to bet on the Devils to win, and it's now minus 300 if you want to pick the Rangers. So that's the current update money line right now with the Rangers up 1-0. 7:50 to go here in the first period as, again, the Rangers have the puck to fight around the boards. Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider got assists on that Zibanejad goal that came at the 11:11 mark. So kind of a little bit of a luck there, a little bit of spiritual type goal, as you would say. So the Devils dump the puck into the offensive zone. Subban keeps it in, takes a wrist shot. That one just goes wide of the net. Devils trying to fight to keep it in. Bastian gets over to McLeod, and he tried to get it over to Geertsen, missed him. But then Subban tries to keep it in. He does. Mason Geertsen now with it. Takes a wrist shot. That one's blocked. Rangers trying to chip it out of the zone. Devils fourth line doing a good job of doing some good forechecking right now. But the Rangers, again, they're struggling to get it out as Nathan Bastian continues to fight along the right boards. Devils doing a good job here of continuing to keep it in as now Dougie Hamilton gets it for the Devils. He takes a soft red shot. It gets blocked. The Rangers are finally able to chip it out of the zone as now they look to try and make a soft change. But that puck deflects out of play. So we'll get another face-off here with 6:47 to go here in the first period. Just a few minutes ago, Mika Zibanejad got himself a goal to make it 1-0 Rangers. Jack Hughes coming into this one, 6-game point streak, 5 goals, 7 assists, points in 8 straight appearances. Jack Hughes, not even 21 years of age, and he is rocking and rolling right now. And us as Devils fans, we can only get excited for what he potentially can bring to this team long term, going into not only the rest of this season, but moving forward. Eddie says, best game I've gone to was December 31st of this year when we beat Edmonton 6-5 in overtime. NJ forced into overtime. Yeah, I remember I did a live watch-along for that one right here on the channel. Eddie, yes, the Devils scored with 30 seconds to go to tie the game up at 5, ended up winning in overtime. It was a great game, great way to finish the calendar year as that shot got deflected, but a nice glove save there by Shesterkin off the shot from Dougie Hamilton. We'll get a face-off in the Rangers zone with 6:27 remaining in the first. But, yeah, it was a great win, and haven't had a lot of really dramatic, great wins this year, but that was certainly one of them, Eddie. Jared said, just did a like for the stream. Thank you so much, Jared. Really do appreciate it, my friend, 100%. Jacob said, y'all better like this damn stream or else, okay, that is just, no. Jacob, now you're threatening people in very sus ways. You could just tell them to like the damn stream and then just keep it at that. Very, very sus. As he says, unfortunately, Neil, Jack will be traded to the Canucks for Brock Besser in about a week. I don't think Brock Besser ends up going to the Devils. Honestly, from what I've been told, it doesn't sound like it anymore. But no, Jack's not going anywhere. The real question is, how many more years until Quinn Hughes decides he wants to come to Jersey to play with both Jack and his brother Luke? That's the real question we got to ask. He says, you'll see the Horvat and then Horvat for Luke. Sure. I know you desperately want to see your boys in Vancouver have an opportunity. It's Nico Hischier with a wrist shot, and he scores! It's the captain, Nico Hischier, as he weaved through defenders and went far glove side past Shesterkin and in. And the Devils have tied this baby up at 1 with 6:04 to go here in the first period. Oh, what a nice goal from the Swiss captain as he got in, tried to drop pass at the Brett. It got blocked, and he just got it right back, got past 2 defensemen, toppity-shelfity over the glove of Shesterkin, and he ties this game up at 1. As he just said, it's a win-win. No, it's not. Jacob says if Vegas doesn't make the playoffs, I'm going to cheer for Florida to win the cup. Not a bad choice. So Jack is coming to the Canucks. Noted. No, I didn't say that. I said that Quinn Hughes is going to come to the Devils. So we'll see. As Jack Hughes' goal is 16th of the season, ties the game up with a little over 6 minutes to go. Hischier to the Canucks. Yeah, dude, I think Hischier just wants all the Devils players, which is absolutely hilarious. As Jack Hughes, nice pass over backhand try by Sharon Govich, and he couldn't stuff it home. But a great spin move there and an even better backhand pass, almost no look by Jack Hughes, gave Sharon Govich that chance, just couldn't stuff it in. That backhand try by the Rangers from the sharp angle gets blocked aside. 5:20 to go here in the first period. Nico Hischier on his 16th of the year just tied the game up at 1 here in this one between the Devils and the Rangers. Easy trades. Yeah, maybe for the Canucks, Isha. Maybe for the Canucks. Andreas Johnsson gets the only assist on that Nico goal. Andrews pumped up with Nico. You love to see it. PK, I heard, is about to re-sign with the Devils on a 4-year deal, maybe even 6. Yeah, he can sign for that long if every year he's getting an average annual value of $1 million, Isha. So we're getting a penalty here against, I believe it's the Rangers. Looks like it might be Ryan Reeves, but we'll see when we get back from commercial break. 4:52 to go here in the first period. Nico Hischier, a little over a minute ago, tied the game up at 1 with his 16th of the year. And now we are tied at 1 goal apiece here in this one between the Devils and the New York Rangers. Maybe even 6. Yeah, again, $1 million per year for those 4 to 6 years will be fine with me, Isha. As Eddie says, Nico, absolutely, Eddie. You'll love to see it. That was a nice goal. Nico is really starting to come into his own of late the last couple of weeks, scoring some goals. Definitely could see him end up getting 20-plus goals, which would be phenomenal. He could be on pace to have one of his best seasons since his rookie year of 17-18. Really starting to develop into that big-time leader, both on and off the ice, that the Devils really do need. It's currently 2-0 now, 2-0 Penguins over the Carolina Hurricanes. I really do appreciate that RJ and a bunch of you guys always give me score updates from out-of-town games. That really is awesome, so thank you guys so much for that. Really appreciate it. He just says $6 million deal. Let's go. Yeah, sure. He'll sign a $6 million deal with the Canucks in the offseason. Just wait for Jimmy Rutherford to be tempted to bring some veteranosity to the Pacific to Vancouver. So stay tuned for that. Jacob says, sign Isha to a 5-year, $6 million deal to Vancouver. I think Isha would take that in a heartbeat. What's going on, Mike? Good to see you, buddy, as always. Hope you're doing well. Mike, while you're here, man, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. Says, this kid is in my class. Told this girl, words can't describe how beautiful you are, but numbers can. 2 out of 10. That is rough. Can we put an F in the chat? For that poor girl, as the Devils are going back to the power play here as another penalty was called against the Rangers. This time it's Ryan Reeves. Looks like it might have been a holding call, I believe. But nonetheless, the Devils just tied the game up at 1, looking to try to see if they could score here on their second power play with 4:52 to go here in the first period. Devils win the faceoff. Severson over to Bratt. Back Severson takes a slap shot. That one is stopped and kicked aside by Shesterkin. Devils keep it in. Jack Hughes tried to get over to Bastian. Lost it for a second. Devils still fighting within in the right corner. Jack Hughes backhands it over to Jesper Bratt. Severson top point. Back over to Jesper Bratt. Left faceoff circle. Bratt again with the puck. Back to Severson top of the blue line. Severson waiting. Drops it off to Jack Hughes. Hughes over to Bratt. Back to Jack Hughes. A lot of passing, not a lot of shooting as Severson gets it over to Jack Hughes. One-time slap shot by Severson. That one stopped. Follow-up try by Bastian. Goes wide of the net. Devils keep it in. No. Nico gets it over to Severson. Devils lose the puck. And now it comes out of the zone, so the Devils will have to regroup. But they quickly get it back in. Nico gets it over, fires it around the board. Shesterkin tried to play it out, and he almost turned it over, but he's able to clear it into the Devils zone. Danelle is in the chat as he always is saying, what up, man? What up, man? Neil at work. Didn't know you would be doing this local matchup live stream. So who scored for the Devils? Who scored for the Rangers? Savannah Jets scored first for the Rangers, make it 1-0, and then the Devils just tied it on a goal by Nico Hischier-Danelle. As now the Devils keep it in the puck in the O zone. Janssen over to Dougie Hamilton. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 3:30 to go here in the first period. And now Sharangovich with a wrist shot. That one is blocked. Devils regain it right away. Sharangovich setting it up again. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Dougie Hamilton, top of the blue line, holds. Wrist shot deflected by Janssen. Just goes high of the net. Janssen tried to keep it in. He cannot. And now the Rangers come the other way. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Dropped it over to Barkley. Good throw with a shot. And that soft shot is stopped by Nico Dawes. Now the Devils come the other way. Tomas Tatar giving it over to Sharangovich. Takes a wrist shot. And that one just goes over the net. And that one goes out of play. So we'll get a face-off here. 9 seconds to go on the power play. 3 minutes exactly to go here in this first period. Still 1-1. Devils versus Rangers. But hopefully that answered your question before, Danelle. PK over OEL. Could kind of agree with that. I would, but I'd start a riot. I'm sure you would. What are your thoughts of the Stadium Series matchup between the Canes and Capitals? Capitals just get another outdoor game. Happy that the Hurricanes finally get an outdoor game, but against the Capitals, I would have preferred Columbus. That's me. I would have preferred Columbus, but we never get nice things in the NHL. We've learned that over time. Power play is up now for the Devils, but they come in with speed as Boquist took a wrist shot, but he whiffed at it, and the Rangers get it out of the zone. We'll keep you posted on the Red Deer Rebels and Regina Pats game. Thank you so much, Jared, as always. Appreciate it, buddy. What's going on, John? He's back in the chat as he always is, especially when we do Devils games. He said, I finished that song for New Jersey Devils. Awesome, John. Thank you so much for doing that, man. Appreciate it. Also, John, while you're here, leave a like on the stream. Helps out the channel tremendously. Would appreciate that support. What is going on, Corey? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Corey, as always, man, make sure to leave a like on the stream as you always do. Helps out the channel tremendously, 100%. And yeah, Colin, things have certainly picked up of late. Is that deflected shot by 29 of the Rangers gets shouldered aside by Nico Dawes? Rangers trying to keep it in the zone. They cannot, as Dawson Mercer will dump it into the Rangers zone. Will it be icing? No. So the play will continue here. 1:40 to go in the first period. Both teams with a goal so far in this one. We'll see if either team can grab the late momentum and try to get a late goal here before the period ends. As White loses it for a second, looking for some support from Nico. Now PK gets it, turns it over, but the Devils again are able to get it. White slowly chipped it around the boards, intercepted by the Rangers. 1:20 to go here in the first period. Both teams have their first line on right now as the Devils are still being pinned along the boards in the left corner. So they're trying to get it out. Just trying to see how long until the ref decides to blow the whistle. Puck is still being pinned over there. And now finally gets moved around, but the Rangers keep it in. Ranger defenseman has it, takes a wrist shot. That one gets blocked wide of the net. Subban chips it around the boards. Devils really struggling to get out of the zone, but now they do as now Bratt comes away. Here comes Nico with a little bit of speed. Gets it over to Jesper Bratt, but he missed him. And now it looks like we got some fisticuffs here, I believe, as we do indeed have a fight. It's Barclay Goodrow and PK Subban getting into it here, and the refs break it up before it really gets into anything. And so we get a stop here with 46.1 to go. PK kind of throwing his hands up. Seemed like Goodrow went right after him right as he got on. PK just kind of, not really happy with that. Maybe that's from the last time these two teams met when Sammy Blais got hurt. But nonetheless, both players will get an early entrance into the locker room. We get a stop here with 46.1 to go here in the first. Danelle says, Neil, agree with me. So sick of the NHL putting the same teams in the outdoors games. Put different teams in, mix it up, but they want ratings. Spoken like a true champ, my friend. Eric, I do not speak French. I speak English. Speak English and also maybe a little bit of Spanglish. We'll see. As Easy says, thanks for joining, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Watch alongs every day. All donations go to Neil. Absolutely. So if you guys want to donate as well, you don't have to. But if you do, all donations go back to the host like myself, and every donation is appreciated as well. Justin says Italian, and then Easy says, Neil, tu parles français? No, I do not. I do not speak French. I understood that a little bit, but I don't speak French. Eric says PK Subban. Well, can't say I don't agree with you. THPN estimate LA. Okay, no, now you're just speaking in French, and I'm not going to be able to understand. He says, hell yeah, Slewfoot Subban or just PK Subban. Either one of them. We know what Subban has done routinely this year. At least he doesn't shy away from scrapping. He does not, as that shot by the Rangers is gloved by Nico Dawes. So we'll get a face-off here. Trivia question tonight. Who are the only two active players to record 6 points in a game twice? I have no idea. Jared said, go Devils go. Thank you for the support, Jared, 100%. Easy says, hashtag respect. Okay, fair enough. Easy, you should also know that the Wild have just tied their game against the Sabres 1-1 in the first period. So that face-off is won by the Rangers, but then the Devils take it right away. Ryan Graves chips it out of the zone. 13 seconds to go. Michael McLeod dekes through one defender and then tries to chip it in. Nate Bastian tries to get over there with support. Pass comes right out in front to Nico. He's sure, and that shot by Bastian just goes wide. And then a follow-up try. It just stopped aside. Another try by the Devils, and that one is stopped by Shesterkin. And now we got a little bit of a scramble in front of the crease as the clock expires. Both teams pushing and shoving. But the Devils, with just 2 or 3 seconds left in the period, almost were able to score a little bit of a wraparound, but couldn't cash in. And that will do it for a pretty intense back and forth first 20 minutes here as Zibanejad and Nico Hischier are the goal scorers. And after 20 minutes of play, we are all tied here at 1 apiece between the Devils and the Rangers. Danelle says, Neil, which movie should I go see first? The Batman or Uncharted? Got to see this month before Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comes out. I'll just say Uncharted. That would be my guess. Not my guess. That would be my opinion. Because we've already seen so many Batmans, nothing really is going to change except the actors and actresses. So I would go see Uncharted first. No score in the first period between the Kings and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Thank you, RJ. What is going on, Rick Smith? Good to see you as always, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Rick, while you're here, my friend, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. And Rick, if you do subscribe, let us know in the chat so we could shout you out here on the stream. He says, Marner is one of 6-pointer. All right. So we'll see if you are 100% correct about that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of them. John giving out his lyrics a little bit. See me running on the ice. I'm skating to make my team win by goal. Slap shot it in, break the net, feel the heat as we begin to see what unfolds. Absolutely love it, John. 100%, man. Really do love that you're writing music, especially about the Devils. Awesome, man. Absolutely awesome. Each says, Columbus Blue Jackets and Kings is a snooze fest. It probably is. It probably is, but we are at the end of the first period of our live watch-along tonight between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. Nick Zibanejad scored to make it 1-0 Rangers, but then a few minutes later, it was Nico Hischier, the captain of the Devils, scoring to tie the game up at 1. That is what we have after 20 minutes of play. Hischier says, Jacob tried to make me rap last night. How did that go, Isha? Let me know. But while you let me know, I'd love to hear it. We are to step aside for a moment to get another wonderful word from our sponsors.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs?
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision?
We picked one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring! 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel and also on the network in general. When you guys sign up for DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner here, THPN. So again, welcome everybody here to the first intermission report of our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. It is currently 1-1 after 1 period of play. Mika Zibanejad scored for the Rangers, and Nico Hischier scored for the Devils. As he's just said, nah, man, that was a great game. And honestly, I do agree. That game last night between the Canucks and Islanders was a good back-and-forth game. You feel the energy from Nassau Coliseum. It was a good game. It was just fortunate for the Canucks. They were able to come out on top and get the dub. Rick Smith did, 4 goals and 2 assists. Fair enough. My wonderful mother, as she always is in the chat. She says, hi, everyone. This is exciting, right? I would say, honestly, when I look at this game so far, It's been a pretty good back and forth game. Both teams had some chances, been pushing and shoving. You're just seeing, after 20 minutes, a real authentic hockey game. And I could speak from a Devils perspective. It's just been really, really enjoyable of late that this team just has been able to find the back of the net so consistently. And we're starting to see guys really, really blossom. Guys like Nico, Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Dawson Mercer, guys like that really, really starting to score and score consistently. And that's what this team is going to need moving forward if they want to become a playoff contender and eventually a Stanley Cup contender in the future. Mother says, Devils are going to be winners tonight. Love the confidence, Mom. Love the confidence. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously. If you want to donate as well, you don't have to. I mean, you give me money all the time anyway. But if you do want to donate as well, you're more than happy to do so. I'd appreciate that also 100%. Danelle says, have you seen the Adidas Team Classic jerseys of the Lightning, Sharks, Kings, Penguins, Golden Seals, and Nordiques? What are your thoughts on them if you have seen them? Yeah, I did see them. I did see that Adidas Hockey was coming out with them. I'll be very honest with you. With regards to the Lightning and the Kings, we've already seen that jersey even on reverse retro. So, I mean, it just basically, we've seen that before. Sharks won, same thing. Penguins, it was kind of nice to see that old Penguins, kind of on the side there. That was cool. Golden Seals, that's a great jersey. I may even actually splurge and get one myself. Golden Seals, one of the first California professional hockey teams. But that's very cool. They came back with that. And the Nordiques. Can't go wrong with the classic Quebec Nordiques jersey, man. And it looks great. And hopefully we'll get some more of those moving forward. Danelle says, Neil, it's UBS Arena. Islanders don't play at the Nassau Coliseum anymore, if you know that. No, you're right. I sometimes I think I say it in my head and then I don't say it out loud. So I apologize. It is now the UBS Arena, Nassau Coliseum. It's still there. I know that they have concerts and other things like that, but the Islanders play at the new arena at the UBS Arena. Thank you for reminding me of that, Danelle. Appreciate it. Rick saying, was against Detroit 10-goal game facts. Interesting. You're talking about Marner scoring 6 goals. I thought he only had 4. I thought he only had 4 in that game, Rick. But you're probably right. You're probably right. Because I think you are a Maple Leafs fan, if I'm not mistaken. Danny says, Devils are probably going to win or not. I feel pretty confident. I think if the Devils continue to, get pucks to the net, and obviously their goaltending has been solid. Nico Daws has really, really started to develop more and more, playing more games in the NHL. I do have confidence that they can win this game. And they have been scoring a lot of late, so that gives me more confidence that they can win a high-scoring game if it becomes that point. So I would say that, yeah, I do think that the Devils still got a very good shot. It's tied after 1. A lot of hockey left to play. RJ giving us some score updates. 2-0 Penguins against the Hurricanes after 1 period of play. Our game that we're doing right now, Devils versus Rangers, tied after 1 period of play. Wild and Sabres tied at the goal apiece after 1. And it is no score in the Red Wings versus Lightning game after 1. And the Kings and Blue Jackets are at no score after 1 as well. So everybody is currently at the end of their first period. Danelle saying, you're welcome, Neil. Thank you again, Danelle. Appreciate it, buddy. Justin said, Marner had 4 goals against Detroit. See, that's what I thought. I thought he had 4, not 6. He might have had points, but I don't think he had 6 goals, though. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know what the answer to the trivia question is when it comes back up later on in the game. Danny says, Devils rivals are the Rangers. Yeah, absolutely. They're our biggest rival. The Battle of the Hudson River, or the Hudson River rivalry, as a lot of us call it. They are our biggest rivals, always have, and certainly always will be. Rick said, yes, I thought he said 6 points, Kaprizov, this year. It might have been 6 points on the trivia question. I don't remember off the top of my head, Rick, but I believe it was 6 points. But again, I'll double check that when they show the question again later on and they give us the answer. And so we'll go from there. But yeah, it's been a good game so far, back and forth. It's really, really going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 2 periods. But I did want to mention that this is the first of 2, ladies and gentlemen, 2 live watch-alongs that we are doing here today, as the next one after us will be at 10 o'clock between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks. Our guys from the Quack Report, both Carter and Nate, are going to be doing a live watch-along of that one. They cover the Anaheim Ducks. So Jacob, I know damn well, you in particular, you're going to be there for that one. But this is the first of 2 live watch-alongs we're doing tonight. Doing Rangers Devils right now. And then later on tonight, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing a live watch-along here on the channel between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks. So we got a lot of hockey for you over the next couple hours. So you guys want to stick right here to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And again, guys, make sure to leave a like on the stream, subscribe, and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And if and when you do subscribe, guys, if you're new, let me know in the chat that you subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. And finally, we do have donations available for you guys to donate to us. You don't have to. It is not required, but it is appreciated. All the donations go back to the hosts like myself. So if you want to show your support to me, I'd appreciate those donations if you are willing to give up a couple of dollars, and we'd appreciate that 100%. I was at the game in Detroit. That was certainly a crazy game. 100% back and forth, one of the highest scoring ones. I know that Steve Dangle, who a lot of you guys know through the hockey community, does the Leafs Nation. He does his Leafs fan review, LFR, covering the Toronto Maple Leafs. He was doing a live watch along on the Sportsnet channel for that game, and that third period in particular was just wild. His reactions were great. It was great. It was an absolutely great one. So go check him out as well. But yeah. Maybe we'll get a game like that tonight. It's not looking that way after one period. We've only had 2 goals, but in hockey, magical, unpredictable sport. You don't know what can happen. So we'll see if things definitely pick up over the second and third periods. And also, guys, by the way, in case you were wondering, I am back to having a glass of wine like I do here on these live watch-alongs. This is the Villa Piano homemade wine. As a lot of you have grown accustomed to seeing me drink. Some other times I haven't been able to do so, but I'm back drinking it tonight. And so I send a cheers to all of you guys. Thank you again for hanging out with us tonight and showing your support, and appreciate every single one of you. So that is very, very good. Ricksman, Daryl Sittler had 6 goals and 4 assists. Do I win? Rick, I promise you, man, stay with us throughout the game, and I'll let you know when the trivia question comes back up on the screen, because this was, from the broadcast that I'm watching, and I will let you know if you are correct, because I think it was 2. They asked for 2 different players, so we'll see if you got at least one of them. So stay tuned for that. But again, guys, this should be good. By the way, I should mention this. I should really mention this. Where is he? I believe it was, let me go back to the comments here really quickly, just so I can check really quick to make sure I get people's names right, because I feel bad if I don't. But yeah, Eddie, if you're still here, my friend, I know you and I were talking earlier. If you're still here, and you said, I think you were going to that game against the St. Louis Blues Devils game on Sunday, they're doing a Jack Hughes third jersey bobblehead giveaway. So make sure you get there early so you can get yours. That should be a lot of fun. Rick says, yes, me too, red wine. Had a few. I'm into beer now. Cheers. Absolutely, man. If you guys are drinking with us, cheers, my friends. Thank you as always for supporting us, man. We really do appreciate it. RJ says tomorrow, Saturday, there will be 10 games in the NHL, and then there will be another 8 on Sunday. So again, Mika Zibanejad from Jacob Trouba and Chris Kreider got this game going, make it 1-0 Rangers. And then Nico Hischier from Andreas Janssen tied the game up. And so that's where we are after 1 period of play. So we're about 5 or 6 minutes or so away from the start of the second period. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of this game so far? What do you expect to see moving forward? Anything like that? Let me know in the comment section. Let's get this comment section rolling here. This place could get really lively very quickly. So let's continue to get it going here. Beer Sports Republica says, hey, Neil, good wine. Absolutely. It's always good here, especially the red. Obviously it's a little, it's red. Devils are red. Got to support the team, as Putty said on Seinfeld. And I've often wondered, I thought this was kind of funny. I thought it was a funny idea. What if I just came on here and did a Devils live watch along with my face painted the same way that Putty was when he was on Seinfeld? I think that would be absolutely funny. So if you guys want me to do that, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe, and I'd appreciate that. And I may do it sooner than that if you also donate. So make sure to do all of those things, guys, if you want to see me paint my face like Putty did on Seinfeld. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Seinfeld, Putty support the team, and you'll see that clip where Putty's wearing a Devils jersey. He's a Devils fan. The actor himself is actually also a diehard Devils fan as well, and he painted his face. So if you guys want to see me do that, you guys know what to do. But yeah, this wine is good. Absolutely love it. I love just having a glass of wine because I feel like also it kind of slows me down a little bit, kind of gets me a little bit more focused on it and everything. So, and it's good. It's good to have it while I'm watching my favorite sport and interacting with all you lovely people. Rick Smith saying, will anyone support the Paralympics as do the other, and who are you cheering for? I think that there's a good chance that we might be doing some live watch-alongs of Paralympic hockey games, of sled hockey games, if they're going to be showcased on TV. I hope they are. I would certainly love to do that. I know how much fun sled hockey is, and I think it would be a lot of fun to see those games and cover them and broadcast them. We got a lot of support during the Winter Olympics about a month ago. A lot of people jumped on and hung out with us. We did some of the medal games and things like that, both on the women's and the men's side. So it was a lot of fun, and I think it would be fun to do those Paralympic games if we get the chance to do them, Rick. So we shall see. So stay tuned. But Rick, again, if you haven't already, leave a like on the stream and subscribe. And if you want to get updates for when we do new live watch-alongs of games for hockey, whether it's NHL or international games, you got to hit that. You got to punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So we are just about ready to get the second period started again of our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers, 1-1 as we begin this second period. So we'll see here how both teams come out. Both Barclay Goodrow and PK Subban will start the period in the penalty box since they both got into a fight towards the end of that first period. So they'll be chilling for the first 4.5 minutes or so, or a little over 4 minutes. And then at the next stoppage of play after that, they will come back and teams will be relatively back to even strength, even though they do still skate 5-a-side when there is a penalty. But there's Nico Hischier, who has the only goal so far for the Devils that tied the game up. And we'll see if he can produce more here and try to get this Devils team the lead. So the players are at center ice, and the ref is slowly making his way to center ice as well, as taking our good-ass time right now to get this one rolling here, as I really thought we were going to get underway a little bit sooner than that. And here we go as both players skate to center ice. The ref is right there. He fakes dropping the puck and gets a false start, but then he tried to drop it again and faked it, and he drops it a third time, and now we are officially underway here in the second period, again, of our game between the Devils and the Rangers, currently tied at a goal apiece. Rick says, yes, mate, I am sub for 3 months now. Oh, okay, great, Rick. No worries, man. But if you could still leave a like, and if you do feel like donating, you don't have to. But if you feel like donating, we appreciate that as well. But thank you so much, Rick, for all your support, man. Really do appreciate it 100%. Now the Devils try to keep it in the offensive zone here as we've just gotten underway in the second period. Rangers fired around the boards and now will slowly make their way out of the defensive zone. As Adam Fox drops it off to Chris Kreider, who then backhands it. That's Alexis Lafreniere. And now Severson backhands it around. Sharangovich trying to get it out. He cannot, but now Severson gets it. Now Jack Hughes over to Sharangovich, and now here comes Sharangovich over the right side, gets it to Dawson Mercer. He waits, takes a wrist shot, and that one is gloved very easily by Shesterkin, and then he plays it right after that. But the Devils take it away. Jack Hughes loses the puck, and now the Rangers were able to control it and go the other way here. As now here come the Rangers coming the other way. 29 with a shot, and that one just goes wide. Keandre Miller keeps it in for the Rangers. Whiffs on the pass, but gets it enough to where it's wrapped around the boards. Ryan Graves pinning a Ranger player behind the net here as the Devils try to whack it away and get the puck. Now the Rangers get it. Strome gets it to Keandre Miller. Over to Strome, top blue line. Gets over one time. Slap shot from the sharp angle. And that one is knocked aside by Nico Dawes. And the Rangers, the puck comes out of the zone, so the Rangers will have to regroup here. As RJ said, ESPN Sports, amid uncertainty, multiple MLB teams have asked the league about canceling Rule 5 draft this season. Sources say so. Some more news coming out about baseball. So thank you for that, RJ. And I see, Jacob, that you made that comment. So thank you for letting me know about that. Appreciate it. Show stats, fam. Thank you for keeping me updated there. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jacob. Now the Devils try to keep it in the zone. They cannot. As now gets it out, Siegenthaler tried to get it over to Bastian. He flex it, goes behind the Rangers zone. No icing here. Rangers trying to get it out, and they just flip it out of the zone here. It looks like both teams are going to make a change. Siegenthaler will get there first for the Devils. Wraps it around the board, gets it over to Colton White. Colton White lost it for a second, and then finally he's able to go out. The puck's going to go all the way back down in the Rangers zone, and this time we are going to get an icing here. So the face-off will be in the Devils zone. 17:27 to go here in the second period. Still 1-1 here between the Rangers and Devils. There is Chris Kreider. 15 goals, 14 assists for 29 points in 40 career games against the Devils. He added an assist tonight. This man has had arguably his best season of his career. Off and running, especially with putting the puck in the back of the net. Jared giving us an update in the Rebels game against the Regina Pats. It's currently no score between the Rebels and Pats after one period in the first period. Thank you for that update, Jared. Appreciate it, boss man. Now the Rangers will slowly have the puck in their own zone as they look to try to come the other way. As now they'll just dump it into the Devils zone. Colton White tried to get there first, but the Rangers get it. Lafreniere being hounded by two Devils players, and now VZ trying to get it out for the Devils, and he does. And now here comes Boquist the other way. He takes a wrist shot from a sharp angle. That one just goes high of the net. Zibanejad now gets it. Might have lost the puck. Boquist almost was able to create an opportunity, but the Rangers were able to snuff it out. As now the Rangers slowly make their way back into the offensive zone, but now Johnson's able to slowly tap it out of their zone. Both teams, the puck's kind of pinballing a little bit back and forth. Teams struggling to control it a little bit. What is going on, Ben? We knew he was definitely going to be here for this one. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, my friend, on this Friday evening. Ben, while you're here, make sure to leave a like on the stream. Really does help out the channel as that pass in front to Artemi Panarin gets blocked in front. Now the Devils come the other way. It's Nico Hischier. Nico does a good job of staying on sides. Brett gives it over, and a wrist shot there by Johnsson, and that one is stopped by Shesterkin. Good save there by Shesterkin on that chance by Johnsson, who was all alone in the slot. But good to see you, Ben. I'm sure you're happy to be watching this game 100%. As now here come the Devils again. A wrist shot there by Dougie Hamilton is blocked aside by Shesterkin. Rick giving us an update, still 2-0 Pittsburgh over the Hurricanes early on in the second period. Thank you for that update, Rick. Appreciate it 100%. Devils second line on right now, but then the Rangers are able to take it out of the zone. And so they look to try to come the other way, but again, they just dump it in, so both teams will make a change here. As a little bit of a cluster right now with both of these teams here in this second period. Both teams struggling to just kind of control the puck. Johnsson did have a good opportunity for the Devils, but that's really what we've seen so far. Is we're just about to reach the first 5 minutes past here in this second period. Rangers have it now, and in 15, lose the puck. Jack Hughes gets knocked down. No penalty called there. As both teams look to make a quick change. A little bit of physicality there as Michael McLeod gets it. And here comes the Devils' fourth line to the offensive zone. McLeod fires it around the boards. K'Andre Miller gets there first. Intercepted, though, by Bastian. Gets over to Geertsen, but he missed the pass to Severson. Severson over to Geertsen. Geertsen trying to use his big body to keep it in. He does. Geertsen gets it over to Michael McLeod, who wraps it around the boards. Gets it over to Colton White. White keeps it in now. McLeod behind the net. Good job by the Devils' fourth line to produce something here. McLeod still with the puck. Still with it now, over on his right side, and finally we get a stop here. What do we have? Not sure exactly what we have here. It looks like we may be getting a penalty. I'm not sure. As it's now 2-1 Pittsburgh, as Stahl just scored, so now it's 2-1. I believe we are getting a penalty. Yeah, it's going to be against Mason Geertsen of the Devils, I believe. It's going to be an interference. It's just a dumb penalty, a dumb cross-checking penalty there by Mason Geertsen, who basically is a goon. I mean, he doesn't really do much of anything else, honestly. So now the Rangers, with 14:25 to go here in the second period, have their first crack on the power play, as now they'll look to try to see if they can regain the lead here. Face-off will be to the left of Nico Daws. Power play goals right now, Chris Kreider leading the NHL in power play goals. He has 18. Let's see if he can get 19 here as Rangers start off on the power play, looking to try to set it up. They get it. Panarin over to Fox. Fox backhands it over, and then it's intercepted by the Devils, and they'll just chip it out of the zone. Devils with the 11th best penalty kill in the NHL, while the Rangers have the 4th best power play. So something is definitely going to give here, so we'll see. RJ said New Jersey Devils got 2 minutes for cross-checking. So Geertsen to the box, first penalty night against the Devils, as he gets a 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Thank you for that clarification, RJ. Appreciate it as always. As now Strome comes in, tried to feed it in the slot, but it's intercepted by the Devils, and they'll clear it back into the Rangers zone. Minute 15 to go on the power play for the Rangers. 13:38 to go here in the second period. Game still tied here, 1-1 between the Devils and the Rangers. As now Severson tried to get out of the zone, lost it. Now VZ over to Michael McLeod. He has time, and he'll high chip it out, and it'll go again back down as Shesterkin comes all the way out to the right face-off circle to play that puck. Panarin tried to feed it over to his teammate, but he missed him. As now the puck comes out in front, a little bit of a scramble, but then Nico is able to just strong-hand it out of the zone, and again the Rangers will have to set up. 40 seconds to go here on the power play. So far, the Devils doing a good job of really not giving the Rangers much of anything to do right now on this power play. As Graves tried to poke it out, Rangers trying to get there first. Siegenthaler around the boards, gets over to Nico, and Nico tried to get out of the zone, and he does that. Just able to get it out. Good job again by Nico. Second time he's cleared it on this power play. As now Graves gets it for the Devils, and Graves will then fire it down back into the Rangers zone. Trouba plays it over, back out to center ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Keandre Miller makes a move, tries to look for somebody, loses it behind the net. Graves gets it, and that will do it for the Rangers power play. So really, not much of anything there. The Devils did a good job of killing that off. So teams are back to even strength. 12:18 now to go in the second period. Game still tied at 1. So it's been more of a defensive second period here so far in this one, as that puck deflects, I believe, out of play. Did it deflect out of play? It did. So we'll get our first break of the second period. 12:08 remaining in the second period. Again, 1-1 is our score between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. And we'll step aside for a moment to get another quick word from our sponsors. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. Again, when you sign up for DraftKings, guys, make sure to use our promo code THPN and tell them Neil sent you. So we got a little bit over 12 minutes to go here in the second period, again, of our live watch along of our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. Both teams added a goal back in the first period. So far, not much has really happened. In the second period, Rangers did have a power play, but they did not produce any shots. Devils did a good job on just basically clearing the puck and not giving a whole lot there. RJ giving us an update. 2-1 Penguins again, still against the Hurricanes in the second period. Sabres are up 2-1 on the Minnesota Wild, also in the second period. And the Detroit Red Wings got themselves a 1-0 lead as they're still in the first period of their game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Thank you again, RJ, for those updates, man. We appreciate it always. So now we have a face-off in the Devils zone here to the right of Nico Dawes. Devils have their fourth line out right now. So that face-off is won by Michael McLeod, and Subban gets it. And Subban will chip it back down. Gets deflected, won't be an icing. Now a long pass there misses the Rangers player, and it'll go down for an icing. So face-off back in the Rangers zone with 11:56 remaining in the second period. And again, guys, if you like what you see and you are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe and punch notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, guys, and you're new, let me know in the chat that you did subscribe so we can shout you out here live on the stream. And also, guys, if you want to donate to show your support to the hosts like myself, you don't have to. It's not required. But if you do want to donate, I'd appreciate that 100%. It helps me out 100%. It would be great if you guys could do that also. Now, the Devils look to try to create something here with their second line. As Philip Hedl fires it around the boards, and the Rangers are just able to get the puck out of the zone. And then Colton White will just whack it back into the Rangers zone as both teams make a quick change. Rangers now with the puck right now. Long pass over to center ice, and now 15 gets it. It's over the left side. Rangers coming in with speed. He takes a wrist shot, and that one just goes wide of the net. Now the Devils try to get there, and they almost are able to control it to go the other way, but now they settle it. It's intercepted by the Rangers at center ice. They come back into the offensive zone. Coming up, gives it over. Shot there by the Rangers, and Philip Hedl scores! Oh, what a great shot through a little bit of a screen by Philip Hedl. Might have gone through the legs of Nico Dawes, but nonetheless, it ends up in the back of the net. And with 11:03 to go in the second, the Rangers have retaken the lead here. It's now 2-1. It's Philip Hedl, who looks like he's actually cut his hair, scores that one. So again, we'll see it on the replay. Rangers intercepted at center ice, come back in. Nice feed to Hedl. And yeah, I think it might have again gone through the legs. Maybe they'll slow it down on the second replay here as we'll see. It actually might have gone short side past the right arm of Nico Dawes. Nonetheless, that puck ends up in the back of the net. And Philip Hedl gets his sixth of the year to give the Rangers the lead back at 2-1. RJ says New York Rangers goal light. So RJ, he's mentioned before that he's a Rangers fan, so he's got to be happy. My balls are sweaty. That's a great profile name. He says, let's effing go, just sub. Thank you so much, man, for coming on and hanging out with us and leaving a comment. We appreciate it. And already subscribing, man. Really appreciate everybody. Welcome. My balls are sweaty. The newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Also, my friend, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well. And if you do feel like donating, you don't have to, but if you do want to donate, all donations go back to the host, and we'd appreciate that as well. But thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And then, yeah, my balls is awesome. Yours or his? Which one are you talking about, Beer Sports? Maybe I probably wouldn't like to know that. That might be a little bit sus, but nonetheless, as we have now reached the exact halfway point of our game, Philip Hedl, just about a minute ago, scored for the Rangers to give them the 2-1 lead. He says, at the gym and can't watch on phones, so thanks for this. No worries, man, as that shot by the Rangers gets deflected high over the net of Nico Dawes. The Rangers looking to try to quickly double their lead here. But no worries, man. We appreciate your support as well, 100%. Now the Devils come into the offensive zone. Boquist with a shot. That one is stopped. Follow-up try there. It's whiffed by Vesey. Now he gets it back. Jimmy Vesey, the former Ranger. He takes a wrist shot, gets blocked in front. Devils trying to get there. Tomas Tatar lost it. Rangers just trying to get it out frantically, and they're eventually able to slow it down. Rick said, just what give you guys a shout out for keeping our mind of things, even if it's only for a few hours. Just want peace, man. Hey, no worries, Rick. We just try to give you guys a little bit of entertainment, to help you get through your day. And we appreciate you guys hanging out with us and supporting us and subscribing, liking, donating, all that stuff, Rick. So we appreciate you guys as much as you guys appreciate us. So thank you, man, for the comment. We appreciate it. RJ says it is 1-0 Dallas over the Winnipeg Jets in the first period. Thank you for that update, RJ, as always, buddy man. He says, my balls, thanks for joining Watchalongs every day of the week. Absolutely, 100%. We have another live watchalong after this one. We're going to be doing a live watchalong of the Vegas Golden Knights Anaheim Ducks game That stream will start at 10 p.m. Eastern. So right after this one, you'll get another live watch along after this. My good friends Nate and Carter, who cover the Anaheim Ducks, the Quack Report, they'll be the ones doing that one. So make sure you go give support to them and tell them Neil sent you, as that shot by Zibanejad is stone saved by the glove of Nico Dawes. Great save there by Dawes. As we'll get a stoppage of play, 8:13 to go in the second period. 2-1 is our score now on a goal by Filipino. It's 2-1 Rangers here against the New Jersey Devils. Rick Smith says, nice, mate. No worries again, man. Thank you so much. And we will step aside for a moment to get another quick word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook. Cheers, everybody. So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, you know what to do. Use our promo code THPN and tell them Neil Villapiano sent you. So we got some more comments here as we got a little bit over 8 minutes to go here in the second period of our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. Currently 2-1 as the Rangers just retook the lead on the 6th goal of the season from Filipino. JJD TV asking, who do you think is the best rookie this season? And then Rick Smith says, Michael Bunting, I think. You know, Michael Bunting, he makes a very good argument. I think you also still have to talk about Lucas Raymond and also Moritz Seider from Detroit, both those guys from Detroit. I think right now, if I was a betting man, and again, guys, you can bet on who's going to win the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year on DraftKings while using our promo code THPN. I would bet still that I think it's going to end up being Lucas Raymond. Even though he's been a little bit quiet of late, I still think that he's done really, really well, and I think he's going to continue to put up really good points on this young, talented Detroit Red Wings team. So my money is still on Lucas Raymond, but with Michael Bunting a close second. That would be my pick to answer that question, JJ. As RJ says, it is 1-0 LA Kings over the Columbus Blue Jackets in the second period. Thank you, RJ. What is going on, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. As always, hope you're doing well today, my friend. As we talked a little bit earlier today, I'm sure you already knew that I was doing this one, but good to see you, buddy. Really do appreciate the support. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Helps out the channel as that shot by Strome is stopped by Dawes. Boldy is not even close. Yeah, I know you want to talk so much about Matthew Boldy, but again, Isha, I know it's hard because you got to type it in the chat, but give me the one definitive reason why it should be Matthew Boldy, just so you could try to convince me. I'd like you to try to convince me. How was the game so far? It's been a pretty good game. Low scoring, back and forth. Rangers took the lead. It's just an authentic hockey game between two bitter rivals, the battle of the Hudson River. He's saying, again, disrespecting Boldy. Wow, 2 streams in a row. I know. I even disrespected him on the last live watch along I did, which was the Minnesota game. He's a solid player, but obviously he had that one major game and that was it. Half GP as others you mentioned, over point per game. Fair enough. Neil, I'm not trolling. Read I am. All right. I'll go take a look myself. Maybe the next live watch along I do, Isha, maybe I'll have a stronger feeling about Matthew Boldy. Maybe I'll watch a little bit more. Has he done anything tonight against the Buffalo Sabres? I'd like to know that. Rangers keeping it in the offensive zone here. 6 minutes exactly to go here in the second period. Rangers still up 2-1. So the Devils look to come the other way. Tatar over to Jimmy Vesey. He misses. That puck goes down. Will be icing. Yes, it will. So the faceoff will be back in the Devils zone with 5:54 still to go in the second period. Rick Smith saying, how good is Adam Fox? I mean, you could make an argument that he is now one of the top 5 defensemen, won the Norris Trophy last year. Hasn't been as good this year, especially from a statistical standpoint. He's still very, very good nonetheless, but he's definitely going to be one of the top defensemen for a very long time in the National Hockey League. He said, good man, thanks. Love to hear it. This game is on ESPN or TNT. No, this game is on MSG Plus. It's now an opportunity for Boquist on a backhand, and that one was stopped by Shesterkin. This game is on MSG Plus, ESPN Plus if it's not local to your area, or on NHL 66 and or Stream East. Those are the places I would say that you can check out for this game. My grandmother died this year. Grandma's 95 years old, and I got RJ's one that is a shitload of money bank. Wow. Well, first of all, RJ, I'm very, very sorry for the loss of your 95-year-old grandmother. My thoughts and prayers go out to you, but that's an absurd amount of money. And I mean, if you want to donate some of that to myself, I'd appreciate that 100%. And also, if you want to place it on DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code THPN while you do it. But very sorry for your loss, man. But at least you got a little bit of money to help you get going, man. That's a little bit of good news there. We have a stoppage of play here, as we got about a little bit more than 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Again, Filipino has the only goal of this second period. That has given the Rangers a 2-1 lead. So this has actually been a pretty quick second period. This one started like at 8:03, and we're not even a half hour into this second period. So this game has really been flying by. I think mostly has to do with that we haven't had that many stoppages, and also it's been just kind of low scoring. That's kind of the ways that I can explain why this game's going so quickly here. But again, guys, if you're really enjoying this stream, and I really hope that you do. As Andrew says, rest in peace to RJ's grandmother. Absolutely, rest in peace, 100%. But if you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe, punch notification bells so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. New live watch-alongs every single day here on the channel, covering every team in the NHL. Also doing international games like Olympics, World Juniors, maybe even Paralympics if we get the opportunity, and much more. So you guys stick around and join us here on the Hockey Podcast Network, the number one place on YouTube for the die-hard hockey fans and live watch-alongs. And also, guys, I mention it all the time, but I'll mention it again. We also do appreciate donations as well. You don't have to. It's not required, but we obviously appreciate it, us as hosts, because, we take time out of our day to do these things for you guys and give the best content that we can. So if you do want to donate, please do so. I'd appreciate that. All the donations go back to the host. And if you donate, it'll show up right on the screen, and I'll shout you out here on the stream. And also, if you do subscribe and you're new and you let me know that you subscribed, I will shout you out as well on the stream. So there you go. You got 2 opportunities to get shout out here on a live stream. I think that's a pretty good deal for all of you guys. So now the Devils try to get it into the offensive zone. They can, as they'll get called for an icing here with 4:41 to go in the second period. Rangers still up 2-1. RJ says it is now 2-1 Blue Jackets in the second period. So the Kings were up 1-0 early in that second period, but the Blue Jackets have scored 2 in a row to now grab the 2-1 lead. Thank you for that, RJ. Andrew, also, buddy, don't worry. I do have the wine with me not I always do, but I try to have almost every stream. But I'm back to having a glass of wine. So cheers to you, buddy, and cheers to everybody again for hanging out with us tonight. Rangers take the puck in their own zone and look to come the other way. Trouba over the right side. It's broken up. Now Rangers keep it in the zone. Strome backhands it. Ethan Hunt gets there first. That's intercepted by the Devils. Gets it over backhand, and now here comes Dougie Hamilton with speed. Dougie Hamilton now with it. He holds, drop pass it over to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes gets around Panarin, feeds it in front to Sharagovich on a sharp angle try. That one's stopped by Shesterkin. Devils keeping it in now. Now it's Mercer with a wraparound try that goes wide in the net. And now the Rangers slowly chip it out of the zone. Now the Devils are offside, delayed offsides here against the Devils. Now the Rangers get it. Shots are currently 6-4 in second period shots in this in favor of the Devils. Now Devils come the other way. It's Jesper Boquist. Boquist tried to deke around a defenseman, but it was broken up. Now Boquist trying to fight against a couple defenders. Still whacking away at it. He actually intercepts it again. Tried to get it to Colton White, but it's chipped out of the zone by the Rangers. RJ said it's now 1-1 in the game between the Red Wings and the Lightning in the second period. Isha says, thanks everyone. Subscribe and like live watch-alongs every day of the week here on the network. Absolutely. Jacob said, Sports Scoreboard schedule update. It's 3-1 now, Columbus. And then RJ confirms that again. Also, it is 3-1. So thank you, Jacob and RJ, for letting us know. 3-1 Blue Jackets over the LA Kings. As now the Devils come in. PK Subban with a shot and a gorgeous glove save by Shesterkin as he flashes the leather. A goal scorer's worst nightmare when the goaltender just goes the old circle motion and make a great glove save as Subban tried to go top shelf, but Shesterkin denied him there, and he robbed Subban of tying this one up. But a great save there, probably the best save of the night as he does the splits there. PK looking for what would have been his 7th career goal against the Rangers. He has 6 goals, 18 assists in his career against the Rangers. Jared giving us an update in this junior game. Still no score, Rebels and Pats in the first period. Sodapod saying, Dumba, the former Red Deer Rebel. Sodapod shouting out all the boys, for Minnesota and Minnesota Wild. Good to see you guys again. Thank you as always for hanging out with us. HBF, what's going on, buddy boy? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. HBF, make sure to leave a like on the stream. You haven't already. It helps out the channel tremendously, but hope you're doing well on this Friday evening as that shot by the Rangers is stopped and gloved by Nico Dawes. 2:33 here to go in the second period. Rangers still holding on to a 2-1 lead here against the New Jersey Devils. CLI Project saying, wow, dude, that was a hell of a glove save. You guys got to go back and look at this. I mean, he's standing there, threw a little bit of a screen, and he just comes in with a big circle motion while doing the splits, just makes an unbelievable save. Best save of the night from Igor Shesterkin. Rick Fix saying, Dallas up 1 and Pens up 2-1 still. Thank you as well, Rick, for the out-of-town scoreboard updates. We appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys doing that and keeping us all informed. Rangers in the offensive zone. Wrist shot there goes wide. Rangers keeping it in, though. When Janssen intercepts it for the Devils, being pinned by 2 Rangers players. Siegenthaler slowly backhands it around the boards to Severson. Severson feeds it to Nico with speed. Nico comes in, drops it off to Janssen. Janssen one-time pass over to Jesper Bratt, and another great diving save by Igor Shesterkin. Oh, Shesterkin just got over there in time to rob the red-hot Jesper Bratt. Otherwise, it would have definitely been a tie game as the Devils continuing to create good chances, but Shesterkin just making better saves right now. 1:38 to go here in the second period. Devils have the puck in the ozone. Nice feed over to Graves. Backhand try, another great save by Shesterkin. And the ref blows the whistle as Shesterkin's helmet comes off. And Gauthier was looking like he was holding his face area. Not sure what happened. Shesterkin looking to see if he's drawing any blood. He's not. We're going to stop here. 1:33 to go in the second as Shesterkin continuing to show why he's the favorite to win the Vezina. Stonewall right now as he's denied the Devils twice of golden chances. Good feed from Jack Hughes. Ryan Graves, the defenseman, went backhand and then toppled over Shesterkin after getting denied, but the puck did not end up in the back of the net. HBF said, I need to find the MSHL ball. That ball is pissing me off. I don't know where the frick it is. Just try to remember the last time you remember seeing it and start there. And then just kind of slowly go from there, HBF. What is going on, Zach? Good to see you, buddy, as always. Hope you're doing well on this Friday evening. Zach, while you're here, man, leave a like on the stream. And also, I think you're already subscribed, but if you haven't already subscribed, both help out the channel tremendously. Andrew says, today at Forge, I was drinking a tiny bit, but then 2 sips, I was drinking vodka, then I had 2 handfuls of peanuts, and I was walking to the pool before I step outside. Throw up everyone, including my dad, but tonight, I'm all right tonight. That's good to hear, Andrew, that you're doing better. That you're doing better, man, 100%. Zach says, I like. Thank you so much for the like, Zach. Really, really do appreciate it, 100%. It was under my bed, like, holy shit, ball. I think it's gone, though. Well, ask your parents or anybody that's been in the house and ask them if they can help you or if they've seen it, because maybe they know. 55 seconds to go here in the second period. Rangers still up 2-1. Filipino with the only goal here in the second period. Shesterkin has made 3 or 4 great saves in the last 2 or 3 minutes to deny the Devils of tying this game. He's been a big reason that the Rangers still have the lead right now. HBF says, sorry for swearing. No worries, man. Not a problem at all. You are fine. Rick says, yep, crash the net, man. Great things happen. Great things happen when you put the puck on the net as well. And the Devils have done that a bunch in this game. But again, Shesterkin just being a brick wall as he's been so many times this season. Zach says, what does the shirt say? Oh, well, this shirt says Garden State Hockey. So it was kind of like a mantra. It's one of the Adidas products. It was a long sleeve shirt. I thought it was cool. Garden State, that's what New Jersey is called. So Garden State Hockey just kind of fits, Zach. So that kind of is what I'm wearing tonight. It's one of my favorite shirts to have, and I appreciate you asking. But that will do it here for the second period of our game. It is 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes. Filipino, 6th goal of the season, is the only difference after that second period. Shesterkin making some big-time saves, and we got a good one here after 40 minutes. So we'll see if the Devils can make a comeback here, or do the Rangers find a way to get another victory against their Hudson River rival. As Isha says, thanks for joining, Zach. Watchalongs every day of the week. Plus exclusive home of Terry Ryan, former NHL player, like Q&A. He does a Q&A every week here on the channel as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. World Hockey Report also comes on here. It gives us some updates as well in the world of hockey. So we got other content other than live watchalongs that we do here. Again, Hockey Podcast Network, best place if you're a diehard hockey fan. RJ said, Los Angeles Kings up, still down 3-1, end of 2 periods against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Andrew said, plus dad told me no beers or anything, but I did. Hey, man, lesson learned, obviously. Lesson learned. Zach says, it looks sick. Thank you so much again. Yeah, Garden State Hockey, it just kind of works. Instead of saying, it's like, it's jersey and it's hockey, and you got the logo here. I think it's just a great thing, and I love long sleeve shirts like this. It's awesome. HBS says, well, the best game that may make me say, oh shit, was when the Oilers lost to the Devils 4-3 in a shootout. Talk about his mini stick hockey league, but at least the Devils won in that. That's obviously good. Rick Smith said, yes, good game. Yeah, it's been a good game so far. 2-1 again. Rangers after 40 minutes of play, and back and forth so far, and we'll see what both teams have in store for us in the final 20 minutes. Andrew said, I was sober as anyways the whole time. That's good. Andrew says, I like the shirt. Thank you guys so much for liking it. I think it's the first time I've ever worn it on a stream, but I do appreciate that you guys like this shirt. Maybe when I do Devils games, I'll wear this shirt since you guys seem to like it so much. Isha says, have you seen the movie Garden State? I actually haven't. I know, but let me look. Let me see. Garden State movie. It's a 2004 film. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is... Many years, television bit actor Zach Braff returns to his small hometown in New Jersey to attend his mother's funeral. He's confronted by various aspects. Interesting. I've never seen this movie. I may have to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it after live watchalong tonight, Isha. But it's a 2004 film, 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, 86% Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic 67%. So it seems like it's a decent one. He says it's so good. All right, so I'll see it. I'll see it later on. HBS saying, but the Devils' first game that will make you say, oh shit, was when the Devils versus the Kings game. They lost 12-4 in the Mini Stick Hockey League. That is rough. That is rough, HBF. He said, Natalie Portman and Zach Braff, 2 very well-known actors/actresses, 100% actresses. Zach saying, watching the NFL Combine at the moment. Zach, let me know what prospects in the NFL Combine you like, what you're seeing so far, and how everything's going over there. He says, dark comedy, unreal soundtrack. You've convinced me that I definitely got to check out this movie, Isha, 100%. And he says, biggest hockey fan, I'm doing good. How about you? I love that you guys continue to interact with one another. But before we continue here, we are going to get another word from our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook, and we will be right back.
All right, team, time to bet NFL games. Confidence.
I'm feeling a parlay with more legs than a spider.
So 9 legs.
Roll the dice, baby.
Indecision.
We pick one home favorite. I abstain.
You can't abstain.
Boring. 6-leg parlay, 2 home dogs, all hitting the over. Boom!
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and feel the NFL action like never before.
So again, a big shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you guys sign up for DraftKings, make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner here, THPN. So welcome everybody to the second intermission report of our game tonight between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. After 40 minutes of play, it is 2-1 Rangers. Mika Zibanejad and Filipino are the goal scorers for the Rangers, while Nico Hischier has the only tally through 40 minutes for the New Jersey Devils. So we got some more comments here. Just saying, what's the score? As I just mentioned, 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes. It is 2-1 Buffalo over the Minnesota Wild after 2 periods to play. Issa says, Neil, you still have to watch Kenny versus Spenny. I'm actually going to type it in on my YouTube app right now. Let me see. Because you said, Neil used to watch Kenny versus Spenny every episode on YouTube. All right. Thank you so much for that. Let me see if I could just type in episodes. Not wiki, you jackwagon. All right. There we go. So now I got it on me. Thank you so much again, Isha, for reminding me. Appreciate it, buddy. HBS saying, one thing, I'm so effing mad that the Leafs lost to the Rangers 4-3 OT and the Leafs blew a 3-1 lead. Hashtag AD for MSHL. Again, guys, HBF has a mini stick hockey league that he gives us updates in. So hopefully that clears up maybe some of the confusion that maybe some of you have. It just says, oh yeah, that show was really good. Jared giving us an update. Rebels lead the Pats 1-0 after 1. That was a slow-moving first period, Jared. Very slow-moving. Andrew says, I had lots of water, and now I'm having a decaf coffee. Very, very good. Jared said, Rebels' goal was scored by number 26, Talon Brigley, his 4th of the year. Hello, Quinn. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We do appreciate it. Gwen, while you're here, make sure to leave a like on the stream. I think you're already subscribed if I'm not mistaken, but leave a like on it. And if you feel like giving myself a donation, I would really appreciate it as well. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope you're doing well on this great Friday evening. Kenny Hot's channel, that's where he posted them. So let me make sure that let me see. Kenny Hot's. All right, cool. So now I'll check that out. I'll check that out and get back to you on that, Isha. Thank you for the recommendation, for the several recommendations. Appreciate it, buddy. Rick says, hockey fans are the best fans. Hockey is the best for hitting, slashing, fighting, checking. That's just the first shift, very fast, end-to-end, 4 games, 6 nights, no out of bounds. Best sport? Hey, Rick, you make a very, very good argument. I would argue to say that it's the best playoffs because of the intensity, the back and forth, the drama. I don't think you can get that in any other sport in the playoffs in particular. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Hockey is a magical, unpredictable sport. You never know what's going to happen. And also, it's the best sport to watch live. Even if you're just a casual sports fan, you go to a hockey game, the first thing a lot of people say to me is that they're just amazed at how quick everybody is and how impressive everything is when they see it live in person. It's unfreaking believable. RJ said it is 2-1 Penguins against the Hurricanes at the end of the first period or second period, I believe, of that one. Thank you, RJ. HBF says, so this is how you day Leafs it's. Not sure what you mean by that. So this is how you say this is how you say Leafs, WAFs. Fair enough, HBF. He said, night and day recommendations. KVS is legendary though. All right. So again, you've convinced me enough to where I'm definitely going to watch it and I will report back to you 100%. He just said, I was eating and drinking a lot while I'm in Florida, Naples. Got to enjoy yourself, man. Got to enjoy yourself. Isha says, top 3 sports for me, MMA, lacrosse, and hockey. Top 3 sports for me are hockey, football, and then honestly, I'm starting to lean more towards soccer because my best friend is a diehard soccer fan. He absolutely loves Major League Soccer. He's a New York Red Bulls season ticket holder. He watches so much European, and he's gotten me so into the sport, and I love a lot about it. I'm also really excited, as Isha will tell you, super excited to get into Canadian football over the summer. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know he doesn't really like the team that I became a fan of, the Toronto Argos, but I'm super excited to watch my first season and experience football across the border with different rules and probably very exciting play. So I'm looking forward to that. Quinn says, what do you think about the salary cap loophole that is used for the playoffs? I know what you're talking about, Quinn. Unfortunately, it's really dumb because it allows teams like we saw with Tampa and obviously also what you're seeing a little bit with Vegas, these top teams able to somewhat get away with basically having all their players without having to give up anybody or trade anybody. But hopefully that in the next CBA, they talk about that and try to fix that so that we don't have this situation moving forward. And you can't really blame the teams, Quinn, because they're just going by the rules. They're just playing the game. That's really what it is. So they're just going off of what the rules allow them to do. HBF says, oh my God, Laughs shoot. They score, Laughs win in the mini stick hockey league. Low Lawrence saying Rangers winning 4-3. It's going to be a crazy third period. So yeah, Low Lawrence, your prediction's looking not too bad. I mean, Rangers obviously got to get 2 more. Devils got to get 2 more, but it probably is going to be a pretty good back and forth third period. But again, Low Lawrence, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. And once you subscribe, Low Lawrence, let me know in the chat that you did subscribe so you can get a personal shout out right here live on the stream. He said, I love supporting the MLS, but Vancouver team has been ass. CFL is amazing, except Argos. They fucking suck. So Isha and I are going to have ourselves a nice, healthy rivalry in the Canadian Football League. So I cannot wait for that. Yeah, Vancouver Whitecaps. I mean, at least they produced Alphonso Davies, who's killing it in Europe. But yeah, they really haven't been all that great. City life, how about basketball? NFL is more amazing for me. I can understand that if you're from the United States, but I'm telling you guys, because I've watched some CFL, there's a lot of different rules in CFL. It's so much fun. And once you get into the sport and get into the teams, it makes it that much more fun, I promise you. He said, I don't hate basketball. No local team, though. Portland is the closest. So I guess if you wanted to pick a local team, that would be it. But Isha, what if the Seattle Supersonics came back? Would that be more suitable for you? Zach says, thoughts on who the Bruins go after at the deadline? I don't think the Bruins, the only question mark, Zach, for me with the Bruins is, do they still end up moving on from Jake DeBrusk? DeBrusk has made it clear he still wants out. So I don't know. Do they go out and get a rental? I really don't know. The only guy I could think of that the Bruins could call about if they wanted to get some more scoring is maybe Patrick Laine, but he has a $7.5 million cap hit, and I don't know if the Bruins, off the top of my head, have the money for that, but that would be probably the only guy I could think of. But other than that, I don't really see exactly the Bruins need to go out and get anybody right now. City Life Project, Jordan Bulls was legendary. Larry Bird is unreal, but not in the top 3 for me. Fair enough. Isha is, and I see him on Twitter all the time, loves fighting, BJJ, Thai boxing, wrestling, MMA, etc. Which of those, what is your, Isha, let me ask you this question, buddy. Which of the types of competitive fighting is like your number one? I would love to know that. Quinn says, it's funny Tampa back in 2015 brought it up, but no other team voted against it. That's kind of the funny thing and how it kind of comes full circle. That's really kind of the way that I looked at it. Let me see here. Isha says, yep, Alfonso was unreal. Dude's beast. The NF, dude, holy shit, I just pulled an X Factor carry price 76 on NHL 22. Good, Ultimate Team, good for you, HBF. CFL or NFL all day, every day. Isha's going to be obviously biased being in Canada and understandable. Vancouver Whitecaps will lose only at home games, City Life. He says, good question, Sonics. Probably not. Has to be Vancouver. Vancouver Grizzlies? Are we going to get an expansion Vancouver? Well, it can't be the Grizzlies, but like an expansion Vancouver team? I wonder if NBA would be more popular now in Vancouver than it did the first time. Tomas Hertl maybe, or John Klingberg. That's a possibility. I think Tomas Hertl could definitely be an option. John Klingberg is solid. I don't know about both, but if you could get him for decent prices, that it's worth a shot, especially if you're offering Jake DeBrusk to either one of San Jose or Dallas. I think that you have a higher probability of getting a guy like Klingberg than Hertl, because I think Hertl's going to end up signing an extension in San Jose. So I'd say Klingberg, and I think in any deal you got to add Jake DeBrusk so that you move out a disgruntled player and bring in a guy that can help out on your defense. So I think that's probably a very, very good option. Both of those are very good options as well, Zach, for the Bruins. See that project, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or no GBJJ, but striking-wise, Muay Thai. All right. That is awesome. Well, Isha, I'm going to link you up with my good friend Adol, who actually is part of a dojo, and he actually does a little bit of fighting himself. I don't know exactly what he does, but I'll double check with him, and you can check out some of his stuff that he talks about, and maybe you guys can link up. Quinn says, Bruins should sell on DeBrusk while his value is still high. Quinn, I agree with you 100%. He also wants out. So you might as well try to move him for a big-time rental like a Klingberg, like a Hertl, maybe even like a Laine possible if they want to move on from him. But it makes a lot of sense. Rainiel Soda, thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. We do appreciate it. I can tell that you are a Flyers fan, but thank you so much for doing this. Really do appreciate it. While you're here, Rainiel, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. It helps out the channel tremendously. Also, Rainiel, if you do subscribe, let me know in the chat that you did so I can give you a special shout out live right here on the stream. Andrew will be back. No worries. RJ giving us some updates. 2-1 Penguins over the Hurricanes after 2. 2-1 Sabres over the Wild after 2. Red Wings and Lightning tied after 2. Kings versus Blues. Blue Jackets. Jackets up 3-1 after 2. And Stars up 1-0 over the Winnipeg Jets after 1. No name is Brandon Hagg from Blackhawks. $1.5 million cap hit. Could be very sneaky. That's honestly a solid one. That is a solid one. He just said, you know what's crazy? Connor McDavid and McGregor are more popular than GSP in Canada. Absolutely disgrace. GSP is top 5 Canadian athletes of all time. No respect. I'll have to check that out. I'll definitely have to check that out 100%. Hey, Soto, thanks for joining. Yeah, I agree. Rainiel says, why? Because this is the number one place for live watch-alongs of NHL games, including the Flyers. I've done a couple Flyers games, so don't worry. We do games of every team in the NHL, and we interact with people like you, and we love hanging out with all of you guys. This is a great community. So, if you're a diehard hockey fan, the Hockey Podcast Network is the place for you. But here we go, guys. As both players are at center ice once again, the ref is there as well. He fakes dropping the puck again for like the 5th time. This ref is an asshole because he keeps like making these guys false start. But now he drops the puck, and we're underway here in the third period of our game between the Devils and Rangers. 2-1 Rangers as this third period begins. Hag is good. He is a very, very good player. Mourinho, I really do hope that you subscribe, and if you do, make sure to let me know in the chat so I can shout you out here on the stream. Here's the trivia question again. Who are the only 2 active players to record 6 points in a game twice? So, Rick, here we go. Here is the answer to the trivia question for you. Mika Zibanejad and Sidney Crosby are the only 2 active players in the NHL to record 6 points in an NHL game. So that is the answer to the trivia question. Hag is good. Okay, so who will win the cup in the MSHL? I'm going to go with the Devils. There you go. I'm going to go with the Devils. I'm going to go with the Devils 100% HBF. Quinn says, 2015 still haunts me as a Bruins fan. 3 off the board picks. That is, you really hate to see it, but you got to give credit to the Bruins doing such a phenomenal job of constantly having a system and developing good players, even in lower rounds. They do a phenomenal job. RJ said, third period just started. Again, thank you for that update, RJ. I'm rooting for the Rangers and the Devils. You're rooting for both teams, Justin? That's kind of interesting. You're rooting for both teams. Is that shot by Adam Fox goes wide of the net? Ray Neal, who changed the profile picture to, I think that's Nico Heischer, I want to say. It's a little tough to tell, but love that you changed the profile picture to a Devils player. Reno, thank you so much. You're saying yes. Does that mean that you subscribed? Let me know. Just tell me that yes, I subscribed or anything like that so I could shout you out here on the channel. But I really hope that you do. Damn, what if they don't make the playoffs? Well, then, honestly, HBF, it's no different than what they're doing in real life. It's now an opportunity for Jack Hughes with a shot, and that one is blocked by Jacob Trouba. Diving block there. Would have been a great chance for Jack Hughes. Follow-up try there. Opportunity for Saragovich, and he may have missed the net, or Shesterkin got a piece. Oh, but Yegor Saragovich all alone in the slot. He tried to go top shelf, but couldn't bury it. Rainiel says yes again. I'm hoping that means subscribe. So VC tried to make a nice pass to Saragovich, and just a great save again from Shesterkin. Damn, he's on fire tonight. Or maybe it was blocked. It's tough to tell. If it was blocked, it was another block by Jacob Trouba. But I want to give a special shout out to Rainiel Soto, who is now the newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. So everybody welcome Rainiel Soto, the newest subscriber to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Rainiel. We appreciate you subscribing and hanging out with us tonight. 100% appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave a like as well. Helps out the channel tremendously. RJ said tomorrow, Chicago Blackhawks Flyers at 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, RJ. What happened so far? Well, Andrew. Sorry, just catching my breath there a little bit. The Devils have come out strong here. A couple good chances, but Shesterkin again making some saves at keeping the Rangers up right now, still 2-1. HBS saying they are totally like the second, they are second in division, tied for first with the Rangers. Dude, I like that. I like that they're doing much better in the Mini Stick Hockey League than in real life, although I'd like it to be the case for both. But thank you for that update, HBF. Ray Neal says, go. Love the support. Absolutely love the support, Ray Neal. Thank you for being the newest subscriber to the channel. We appreciate it. Beer Sports Whatever Podcast saying good game. Been a really, really good back and forth game so far. And I feel like we're going to get a couple more goals in this game. It's going to get things are going to pick up here in this third period. I got a feeling. I got a good feeling here. So Nico Dawes will play it behind the net for New Jersey, and now PK Subban will slow it down, and he'll look to try to set up. HBF says, no problem, Neil, you're cool. You're cool, HBF. Thank you so much for saying that, man. You guys are also cool. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us all the time here on these live watch-alongs. You guys are the biggest reason that we are where we are today. As that play deflects out of play, doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty here as far as I know. So we'll get a face-off in the Rangers zone with 17:33 to go in the third period. Still 2-1 Rangers here. RJ, let us know. We have 44 likes. Guys, let's get to 100 likes. That was our main goal for this live watch along. Let's get to 100 likes. So we only need 56, 56 more likes. So guys, continue to share this with your family and friends. Get them to like. Really would appreciate it and would love for us to get to 100 likes, and also subscribe as well and donate if you want to. That would be awesome. All of this stuff is 100% appreciated, man. Thank you so much again for hanging out with us tonight. And again, guys, this is the first of two live watch-alongs we're doing tonight here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Right after us, about an hour from now, we will be live again here on the channel as we will be doing a live watch-along of the Anaheim Ducks versus Vegas Golden Knights game. My good buddies Nate and Carter from the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks, will be the ones hosting that one. So make sure you guys go hang out with them as well. Tell them that Neil sent you and hang out with them as well and show them the same support you guys show me. Would appreciate that 100%. Beer Sports Forever podcast saying 2 watch-alongs. I need more beer. Yeah, dude, I feel that. I may need another glass of wine if I'm gonna stay up and watch that one as well. HBF says, Neil, so what if the Blackhawks make it? In real life or in your league? Either way, it's going to be one hell of a comeback if they can somehow pull it off again in the playoffs. Rebels Pats tied at 1 in the second period of that game. Thank you, Jared. Did you go to college with Nate? No, I did not. I've just become really good friends with them through, obviously, the Hockey Podcast Network. Those guys are really, really awesome. Love talking with them. Love hanging out with them when we do live streams together. Really, really cool dudes. Really, really cool dudes. RJ says it's now 3-2 Blue Jackets over the Kings in the third period. HBF saying, I will say Neil sent me from God, my guy. Thank you so much, HBF. Appreciate it, man. Andrew says, sweet. He says, Jared Nate is from Lethbridge. All right, that's pretty cool. Very, very cool indeed. So we're about 4.5 minutes into this third period here again in our game between the Rangers and the Devils. Right now, the Rangers still lead it 2-1. Shots in this third period are 3-0 in favor of the Devils. Shots overall are 24-21 in favor of the Devils as well. But as I've always said, guys, shots on goal really doesn't mean that much. What matters is when you create opportunities, are you able to take advantage of them? That is more important than having 50 shots on goal, but only having 1 goal to show for it. Beers saying, okay, beans. Love it. Absolutely love it. RJ says, subscribe, bells, and likes. Thank you, as always, RJ, for your support as that sharp angle shot is stopped and covered by Nico Dawes. But thank you so much, RG, for your support. Always, we appreciate it. As Jesper Bratt was hurt earlier, I think, in the second period, and it looks like he just returned to the bench. Not sure exactly what happened as he got hit by Strome. No penalty was called there, and he was kind of leaning towards his left arm shoulder area, and that's just something that the Devils, it just adds on to the frustration that the season is. But he's on the ice. He seems to be okay. He's going to play through it. So, and we do need him to come through here. 19 goals, 31 assists, 50 points for one of the most underrated wingers in the National Hockey League, and needs to be paid a lot of effing money in the offseason. So Tommy Fitzgerald, the GM of the Devils, pay this man. Pay him. And I hope they do, and I feel very confident that they will. And just I lied to my mom that I spell salsa sauce on my shirt. Oh, geez, man. That is rough. It's now an opportunity. Backhand try by Yotson. Now one is stopped by Shesterkin. Jared said Pat's goal, second, 6:25, number 11, Stanislav Svolzil, his 9th of the year, scores assists by number 26, Jacob Brook, and number 25, Zane Rowan. Thank you for that update, Jared. Appreciate it. Beer Sports says, ew. To Andrew, I agree. What happened to Jesper Bratt? It looked like he just kind of got elbowed in the shoulder or something, got hit up high in the shoulder and it bugged him. But we're getting a penalty right now against the Rangers' Strome. So with 14:15 to go here in the third period, the Devils, who are down by a goal, have a chance here to try to get something on the power play. Right now, the Wild have just tied up their game against the Sabres. It is 2-2 in that game between Minnesota and Buffalo in the third period. Another great update there from my main man, RJ. Appreciate it. But Jesper looks like he's continuing to battle through something that's bugging him. Hopefully it's not a long-term thing, which I've grown accustomed to that as well as a Devils fan. Face-off will be to the right of Shesterkin. Ryan Strome gets 2 minutes for slashing. We'll see what the Devils can do here. Face-off won cleanly by Sharon Govich, but unfortunately, Janssen wasn't in position to get the pass, and so the Devils have to go back and reset. As Janssen comes up the center of the ice, gets over the right side to Dawson Mercer. Mercer back to Janssen, gets to Sharon Govich. Sharon Govich holds, takes a wrist shot, and he shot it wide. Oh, another good opportunity for Sharon Govich, couldn't cash in. Now over the left side. Gets it over to I believe that's Boquist. Now over to Sharon Govich, back to Janssen. Now to Sharon Govich again. Sharon Govich holds, gets on the left side, over to Tomas Tatar. Now to Dougie Hamilton. One time slide by Sharon Govich. Stop. Follow-up try is stopped by Sharon Govich, by Shesterkin. And another follow-up try again is stopped. As now Dougie Hamilton gets it now. Devils can keep it in the offensive zone. Tatar holds, gets it back to Dougie. Dougie Hamilton with it. Back left side to Tatar. So much passing right now and not enough shooting. Dougie Hamilton holds. For the love of God, shoot the puck. Dougie Hamilton with a wrist shot through traffic. It gets blocked, but Devils are able to control it again. Janssen over to Tatar. Takes a wrist shot. That one is stopped by Shesterkin. Did it go out of play? Looks like it did. The ref will whistle it down. And so we'll get a stop here. 49 seconds to go on the power play. 13:03 to go. In the third period, Shesterkin again with a couple of big-time saves as the Devils just have not been able to crack through Shesterkin other than the one time back in the first. As Janssen looked like he had a wide-open net, but Shesterkin was able to get there on the rebound to make the save. Ray Neal saying go. Absolutely love it from one of the newest subscribers here. Absolutely love the support. Face-off won by the Devils. Jack Hughes, slap shot by Severson. Stop. Scramble in front. But then the Rangers are able to get in and clear it out. So we got 35 seconds to go here. This has arguably been the Devils' best power play of the game. They've really gotten some good shots on net. But Shesterkin, again, just being a brick wall. Jack Hughes coming with speed. Still has some moves here. Keeps it in. Drops it off to Severson. Severson over to Nico Hischier. Hischier now gets on the right side to Bratt. Now to Nico. Nico to Severson. Severson top of the blue line over to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes fed it over to Bratt. Couldn't control it. Bratt gets it back. Now to Severson. Over to Jack Hughes. Gets it. Tried to feed it to an open Nico. It's broken up. Severson now with it. Back to Jack Hughes. Back to Severson. Power play is over. Severson still holding it. Back to Jack Hughes. Now to Nico with a shot, and he just shot it over the net. And now the Rangers look to come the other way, try to create it. It's a 2-on-1, almost 3-on-1. All alone gets it over. And a great save by Nico Dawes off of Strome. Unbelievable save on a 3-on-1. Holy smokes, this game has picked up. But the Devils are unsuccessful on that power play, not from a lack of trying. And then Nico Dawes comes up with a big save on that 3-on-1 for the Rangers right as the power play ended. But it's still 2-1 through all of that as VZ dumps it into the zone. Andrew says go Devils as well. Thank you for the support there as that shot by the Devils is stopped and freaking gloved by Shesterkin. 11:33 to go in this third period. The Devils still trailing by a goal, and they have really been having a tough time with Igor Shesterkin being a brick wall in this one. And we will step aside for a moment to get another word from our sponsors. So again, a big thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and everything we do here at the Hockey Podcast Network. When you sign up for DraftKings, ladies and gentlemen, use our promo code THPN to tell them Neil sent you. 11:09 to go here in our game between the New Jersey Devils and the New York Rangers. It has really picked up the last couple minutes. Devils just came off a power play, had a couple of point-blank opportunities, but Igor Shesterkin continuing to be a brick wall. Rangers came right off of that penalty, created a 3-on-1, but Nico Daws came through with a big save, and Nico Daws has done a great job of really just keeping the Devils only trailing by a goal right now as they continue to try to find a way to solve Shesterkin. Yes, Nate and Carter will be live for the live watch-along between the Anaheim Ducks and Vegas Golden Knights right here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. And it looks like both Jimmy Vesey and somebody on the Rangers is in the penalty box, so it looks like we might be skating for a side for some coincidental minors. Minnesota now takes the lead in the third period against the Sabres. They're up 3-2. Andrews says, oh my lord. Game's not over yet. A lot of time left to go, HBF. A lot of time left to go. But this game has certainly picked up. Teams will skate four aside for the next 2 minutes, so the ice will open up a little bit here. So we'll see if things pick up even more. Now Liljegren dumps it off as Siegenthaler is able to get there first for the Devils, looking for some help there. Now Zibanejad gets it, but it's intercepted by Severson. And now here comes Jesper Bratt with speed. He's with Nico. Gets over to Nico Hischier. And Nico Hischier stays on sides. Nice move around two defensemen. Gets to Severson. Tried to get over to Nico. Missed him. Gets to Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler loses it. And then he just whacks it slowly around the boards. And the Rangers will control. 10:56 to go in the third period here. Rangers still holding on to a 2-1 lead. And if it wasn't for Igor Shesterkin tonight, I think the Devils would have at least 4, maybe 5 goals because they really have been stonewalled by arguably the best goaltender in the NHL this season. As Artemi Panarin gets past one defender, fed it in front to Strome, but Dawes was able to clear it away. Graves now trying to get it out. He's behind the net right now. Gets it over to Dougie Hamilton. Dougie drops it off to Jack Hughes. And now the Devils slowly make their way out to center ice. And Jack Hughes will circle back. Gets it over to Dougie Hamilton. Hamilton fires over the left side to Sharangovich. Missed him. And now the Devils will once again have to come back out of the zone. But Panarin intercepts it. Is able to control it. Dropped it off. And now an opportunity for Strome on the backhand. And that one is stopped by Nico Daws. That could have been a disaster. Now a chip there, and Sharangovich trying to get there first. He cannot. Good job by Keandre Miller. Otherwise, the Devils may have had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Keandre Miller all the way into the Devils zone now. Waits, takes a wrist shot, and that one is blocked by Subban and out of play. So we'll get another face-off here. 9:52 to go in the third period. 19 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. And it's still 2-1 Rangers here as things... As this is becoming a close game, this is not becoming, this is a very, very close game between two bitter rivals. Jared letting us know, Rebels up 2-1 versus the Pats. Second Rebels goal scored by number 13, Colin Lind, his 12th of the year. Thank you so much, Jared. Andrew said, did you get my joke, Neil? Yes, I did get your joke, Andrew. I knew you were joking right from the start. Andrew says, where is Jacob tonight? And speak of the devil, there is Jacob. Again, guys, Jacob is here. Sometimes he's just doing other things while also hanging out with us. So sometimes he's just kind of quiet. And then HBF says he died. No, he didn't. Jacob is here in the flesh. He's hanging out with us as he always does, supporting us. And again, guys, thank you so much as always for hanging out with us during these live watch-alongs. Again, my name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. New episodes of the podcast every Monday and Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search Devil's State of Mind and you will find it. And if you do find the podcast, if you find it on Apple or Spotify, make sure to give me a 5-star rating. I would appreciate that 100%. Jacob said, I'm gaming with a friend that's a girl, and no, she's not my girlfriend. All right, Jacob, wouldn't assume it, would not assume it, but hopefully you're having a good time. Jared said it's now 3-1 Rebels versus the Pats. In second, Rebels' next goal scored by number 13 again, Colin Lynn. So number 13 gets his 13th goal, his second of the game. Nico Dawes, third consecutive start for the Devils. He has stopped 21 of 23 shots. This is his first career start against the New York Rangers. He actually was born and raised in Germany, but he's actually Canadian, which is kind of interesting. So he has dual citizenship. And when he was drafted 2 years ago, he was the number 1 North American goaltender in the draft. And we all have high expectations as he looks to hopefully be one of the franchise goaltenders for a long time here with the Devils. So again here, guys, Devils have had chance after chance, but Shesterkin has really done a great job tonight stonewalling the Devils, preventing them from scoring. This is the fewest goals the Devils have scored in quite some time. As I mentioned before, the last 5 Devils wins, they've scored 6 or more goals. So let that sink in. And even when they lost in their previous game against Columbus, they still scored 3 times. So that's kind of basically, the Devils have been able to score a lot. But tonight, Shesterkin's been really good as now Boquist comes into the offensive zone. Boquist backhands it around the boards. Michael McLeod gets there. He's able to control it, gets it over to Subban. Subban over to Boquist. He takes a wrist shot. No one's easily sticked aside by Shesterkin. Boquist gets it back, wraps it around the boards, gets it over to Colton White. Now to Boquist behind the net. Colton White again, making some moves, gets into McLeod. McLeod behind the net, looking for somebody, fades it over. Shot by Boquist, goes over the net. Vesey gets it. Sharping will try a stop. Scramble in front of the crease for a second. Now comes back out to the point. White to Vesey. Now to Michael McLeod. Mind you, this is the Devils' 4th line that's doing all this. McLeod wraps it back over. Tries to get it to Vesey. He slowly pokes it around. McLeod tries to get there first, whacking it away, but Adam Fox eventually gets it over to Liljegren. And now the Rangers will control. What is going on, David? Thank you so much for giving us the hi emoji and saying hi. We do appreciate it, my friend. David, while you're here, my friend, make sure to leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. And if and when you do subscribe, it's a one-time shot by Kreider, and he scores. It's Chris Kreider who scores on a one-time slapper that just beats Nico Dawes. And with 8:37 to go, the Rangers have doubled the lead. It's now 3-1. But David, again, if you do subscribe, my friend, let me know in the chat that you did subscribe so I can shout you out here on the stream. We'd appreciate it 100%. And also, if you want to donate, you don't have to, but donations are 100% appreciated. All donations go back to the hosts like myself. We'd appreciate that as well, David. But welcome to the channel, my friend, as Isha's also saying hi to David. Love it. But Chris Kreider gets his 15th career goal against the Devils, and he makes it now 3-1 with 8:37 to go. And guys, with the way this game has gone and how well Shesterkin has played, that might be the backbreaker as Kreider gets his 36th of the year, because with the way that Shesterkin has played in this game, and the Devils have had so many opportunities to score, but Shesterkin has just completely stonewalled them, where on almost any other given night, the Devils probably score. A 2-goal deficit just might be a little bit too much for this Devils team, but still a lot of time left to go, and a lot can change. So we'll see if the Devils have a comeback in them as Zibanejad comes in, gets it over, back behind the back pass by Lafreniere. Zibanejad gets broken up, and then Dawes is able to cover. So we'll get a face-off here. 8:02 to go in the third. Just a little over 30 seconds ago. Chris Kreider getting his 36th of the year. Doubles the Rangers' lead against the Devils. It's now 3-1. Ray Neal, not happy right now. I don't blame you. This is very, very frustrating considering how close the Devils have gotten to tying this game. RJ said, NBA updates. Late 76ers up on the Cavs, 114-108. In the fourth, Pacers up 106-105 against the Pistons in the fourth. Hawks up 113-108 on the Wizards in the fourth. Magic up 72-60 in the end of the third quarter. And then the Bucks are up on the Bulls 72-68 in the third quarter. Thank you for that NBA update, RJ. Andrew says, Adam Fox is a beast, is the beast, and he's amazing. He will get the MVP. I don't think he'll get MVP or anything like that. He did win the Norris Trophy last year for Best Defenseman, but he certainly is a top 5 defenseman in the NHL. He is definitely a beast. Isha says the Devils will score 4. Bro, if they scored 4 goals to win 5-3 with 7:22 to go in this game, that would be unreal. RJ said it is now tied between the Penguins and Hurricanes 2-2 in the third period. Ray Neal, 76. I'm assuming that means PK Subban. So maybe she's hoping that maybe they're hoping that it's PK Subban that gets the next goal or gets a goal in this one. We'll see as that shot by the Rangers from Nemeth is stopped and covered by Dawes. 7:05 to go in the third period. The Devils trailing now by 2. It's now 3-1. Is it the end of are they going to commercial break? Doesn't look like it. MSG thought they were, but it looks like they're not. So a little bit of a premature there. Isha says, I think they can. Jack Hughes will score all 4, right? Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. He's on a 6-game point streak. If anybody could score that many in this span, it would probably be number 86. Ray Neal also saying Nico. So I think Ray Neal is giving us a prediction that PK Subban and Nico Hischier are going to get 2 goals in the next 6:46 to tie this game up. Love it. Absolutely love it. Andrew, I had pork chops with a little bit of pesto dressing on top. That's what I had for dinner, Andrew. As now the Rangers in the offensive zone here. That one's broken up. Rangers keeping it in the zone. Keandre Miller fires it around the boards. Filipino, who currently right now has the game-winning goal. He scored the second goal to make it 2-1. Rangers keeping it in. Keandre Miller with a wrist shot, and that one goes right into the chest of Dawes and will cover. And then Subban and Hedel pushing it, shoving. And then there's Barclay Goodrow, who again, they got into a fight earlier. Goodrow and Subban, and now Janssen and Hedel pushing and shoving. So obviously, you're seeing a little bit of dislike between the two Hudson River rivals. Subban with a little bit of a smirk there. Janssen talking, and is Janssen going to the penalty? Yeah, Janssen is going to the penalty box. What for? As Barclay Goodrow goes to, is he going to the box as well? Is it just a penalty on the Devils? As Goodrow is going to the bench, the Rangers bench. But did they just call a penalty against the Devils? And I'd like to know what for. They did. Why? What was the point? Like, what did he do? There was nothing there at the end that happened. And you called a penalty. Oh, well, you're playing in Madison Square Garden, and it is the Devils, and we don't get calls. So, with 6:15 to go in the third, and the Rangers up by 2, they now go to the power play with a chance to basically score and put the game out of reach. Janssen gets 2 minutes for roughing. That's bullshit, but whatever. Andrew said, I had salmon with rice and salad for my dinner. Very nice indeed. Rainier also saying that Nico's going to get the hat trick and have us come back to win this one. I hope you're right, Rainier. I really hope you're right. As now Fox over to Panarin, gets it, missed the disadvantage. Now back to Fox. Fox spins around Michael McLeod, gets it over to Zibanejad, back top point to Fox. That pass is broken up, and now Nico lost it for a second, and then will clear it into the Rangers zone. Any plans for tomorrow? I think I may be hanging out with some friends, Andrew, but we shall see. RJ, given it's now 3-3 in the game between the Kings and the Blue Jackets, so that game is now tied. Isha was not a good call. You're not even watching the game, so that was not a good call at all. Evening, everybody. What is going on? Kevin, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well as always, man. Thank you so much for coming on and saying hi. We do appreciate it. Leave a like as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Boss man helps out the channel as that pass over in the slot gets broken up, and then the Devils are able to clear it. But great to see you, Kevin. Hope you're doing well. Wild and Sabres tied at 3 in the third. Isha saying hey to Kevin. Hey, how are you all and how are you, Neil? Doing well, Kevin. Always enjoy hanging out with you guys and doing these live watch-alongs, man. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, the result right now is not going so well from a Devils perspective, but obviously always excited to be hanging out with you guys. And Kevin, again, leave a like as well as subscribe if you haven't already. Helps out the channel tremendously, as Isha will let you know. Thanks for joining, everyone. Like and subscribe. Watch-alongs every day of the week. As a pass in front there to Frenier, and an opportunity on a rebound by Keandre Miller is stopped by Nico Dawes. The refs have been very good this year, Neil. They've always helped the Devils out. No, they haven't. I don't know what you're smoking. Enor Tap. Hey, it's RJ Sports Scoreboard Schedule Update. No worries, RJ. Awesome that you have another channel, man. If you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe. Helps out the channel tremendously. Kevin says I'm already subscribed. Oh, okay. No worries, Kevin. But if you could leave a like on the stream while you're here, I'd appreciate that as well. As a icing, we get a stoppage and play here. Power play is over for the Rangers. 3:55 to go in the third. Rangers holding on to a 3-1 lead here against the New Jersey Devils. Sotobot said, Wild better beat the effing Sabres. They're tied right now at 3. They're not having I think it's tough. It's not looking good right now. I think Isha don't like the Devils. No, I think Isha does like the Devils. He just likes to screw with me because he knows how mad I can get very easily. Isha says, you all are beauties. Thanks for joining. Absolutely, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. Again, leave a like on the stream as well as subscribe. New live watch-alongs every day here on the Hockey Podcast Network, covering every single team in the NHL. And if and when you do subscribe, let me know in the chat that you did subscribe if you're new, and I'll shout you out here on the stream. And also, guys, if you could donate to this stream, I'd appreciate 100%. All donations go back to me. I really would appreciate that support as well. If you could just, donate a couple, it would mean so much to me. I'd appreciate it if you guys could. You don't have to, but it would definitely be very, very nice if you guys could. Kevin said, I know the Devils have had a rough season. I believe me, but I'm still sticking by my team. Love it. Love it, Kevin. Absolutely love it. You got to support the team no matter what, through the good times and the bad. And we're all going to continue to support our teams no matter what. Rainiel again saying 76, PK Subban. Kevin said, and I left a like. Thank you so much for doing all that supporting, Kevin. Appreciate it. Andrew says you got 45 likes. Let's try to get to 50, guys. We need 5 more likes. Let's try to get to 50. That would absolutely be awesome. Let's do that. Would absolutely be great. I appreciate it 100%. How many years away from a playoff spot are the Devils? How many years? It's tough to say. RJ. I mean, honestly, I'd say right now we're probably still at least a year away. Definitely not this season. Maybe next year if we get some more pieces and start playing like a competent hockey team. That would be the hope. But that would be probably my best. That would be my best guess, I would say. Dallas and Winnipeg are tied at 1 goal apiece in the second period. Kevin said, by the way, Neil, I'm loving the Devil State of my podcast. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Kevin, for that, for shouting me out and shouting out the podcast. I appreciate and showing your support. Again, guys, make sure you go check out the Devil State of Mind podcast. It covers everything you need to know about your New Jersey Devils. I'm the host of new episodes every Monday and Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts. And again, if you find the podcast, make sure to give me a 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. That would be much appreciated. Thank you all for the welcomes. No worries, Kevin. We got 13. Andrew saying, where is Josh tonight? Josh is doing his own thing, enjoying his weekend, but he'll be back in the stream. He'll be back on some streams down the road. Do not worry, Andrew. RJ let me know 47 likes, so we're 3 away. So now the Rangers come in, potential 2-on-1. Panarin gets tripped up, and there's going to be a penalty. And it looks like it's Mr. PK Subban that gets called for a trip. And it looked like Subban had some choice words for Panarin after that. Maybe he felt like he took somewhat of a dive. But with 3:09 to go in the third, and the Devils trailing by 2, they go back to the penalty box, and they look to try to kill this off. Saying 86. Enor Tap has left a like. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it 100%. Josh was indeed around earlier. Let's get the 50 likes. We're only like 3 or 4 away, guys. Just get some more people in here. Get them to like. It would be awesome. We could get to 50 likes by the end of this stream. Would be absolutely sick. Yeah, Isha, I'm sure it was a great call by your means. The refs tonight are doing outstanding. I think every Rangers fan would agree with you, Isha. I'm sure they would. Now, the Rangers on a power play right now. 3 minutes to go in the third. Rangers still up 3-1. Devils intercepted though, and Severson looks to not dump it. He comes the other way, gets it over to VZ, tried to dangle through one. That puck actually got to Shesterkin. He had to clear it away. As now Shesterkin gets it. Fire it off the boards and feed it to Zibanejad, who feeds it over to Kreider, but misses him. Is PK Subban gone by trade deadline? If the Devils take up, just eat up half of his salary, then yes. If not, then he'll just probably stay until the end of the season, to be very honest with you. Angel, let me know. We're at 47 likes. All right, so we need just 4 more to get to 50. Is that shorthanded shot there by Sharangovich is stopped, and then Shesterkin tried to play it, and Sharangovich nearly intercepted it, and he would have had a wide open net. As a long pass there over to Barclay Goodrow. Now Goodrow will kill some time. 1 minute to go on the power play for the Rangers. 2:05 to go here in the third period. Rangers still up 3-1. Rangers have it now. Jacob Trouba, slap shot, and one gets deflected out of play. Beer Switcher Podcast thing I like. Thank you so much as always, guys. We appreciate your support 1,000%. We got 50 seconds to go here on the Rangers power play. 1:59 remaining in this one. Rangers still with this 3-1 lead. 86. I love the support, Rainiel, 100%. He said almost to 50 likes. Come on, guys. I would love to get to 50 likes. It would absolutely make my day. Continue to like and also continue to subscribe as well. Get more people in here. Would appreciate if you guys could help us get to 50 likes on this stream. Would absolutely be sick. Faceoff is won by the Rangers. Keandre Miller over to Trouba. Now to Goodrow. Now Lafreniere. Lose the puck. VZ gets it, drops it off, and now McLeod takes it back to center ice. He's basically 1 against 4, and he loses the puck. But now, and so we'll see what happens here as now Keandre Miller tried to dangle through defenders, but the Rangers regroup now. 1:35 to go in the third period. 25 seconds to go. Devils still need 2 goals to tie. They got to find a way to get Nico Daws out of the net as that shot is blocked by Severson. Rangers doing a good job of just killing off time right now. As now Lafreniere wraps around the boards of Barclay Goodrow. Goodrow fed it in front, and that one was stopped by Nico Daws. 5 seconds to go on the power play. Devils are able to get it and to clear it out all the way back down in the Rangers zone. Power play is over as the Rangers did not score, but we have 1 minute to go here in the third. Devils still down 3. They need 2 to tie in the next minute. We'll see if they can do that. So they chip it in. That one's broken up. Devils still trying to get into the zone so that they can pull Nico Daws as the Jets and Stars are still tied at a goal apiece in the second period. Andrew, I'm heading out soon. See you soon. Let's get Neil to 100 likes. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Andrew, for all your support, man. Appreciate it. Devils get it into the zone. To the bench goes Daws. 35 seconds to go in this one. Devils trying to keep it in. Graves gets hit, but Jesper Bratt keeps it and gets it over to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes fed it in front, and that one is kicked aside by Shesterkin. Bratt now gets it over to Hughes. Hughes takes a wrist shot, and that one is blocked by Lindgren. Graves over to Dougie. 15 seconds to go. Gets it over to Brad. Brad trying to feed it in front. That one's broken up. Nico has it. 8 seconds to go. Over to Jack Hughes. Slap shot by Dougie. That one is stopped and cleared out of the zone. And that will do it as the Devils fall to their Hudson River rivals as they drop this one in Madison Square Garden by the final score of 3-1. So, at the end of the day, guys, you got to tip your cap or lift your stick to Igor Shesterkin, who really was the biggest reason that the Devils just could not score. The Devils had so many chances when it was 3-1 to tie this game as 76 of the Rangers actually had to be carried off the ice by Zibanejad after that last block. But Shesterkin was tremendous, really, really was tremendous in this game. And the Devils fought hard. They had a lot of chances, but they just couldn't get a whole lot past Shesterkin, and the Rangers were able to get a couple goals. They got that late one by Kreider to kind of put the game out of reach, and the Devils end up dropping this one and lose now both games so far to the Rangers this season. And that is, as a Devils fan, very frustrating to deal with. RJ says, Sabres now up 4-3 late in the third period against the Wild. Uh-oh. Kevin said, next week, Wednesday is my birthday. Well, happy early birthday to you, Kevin. Yeah, I know, Rainier. It was a tough loss for the Devils. Tough loss. RJ letting us know the Blue Jackets ended up defeating the Kings 4-3 in overtime. Early ending. This game went by pretty quickly. City Life Project, Isha saying, tip your cap to the refs. Yeah, that's a great way to end the night, Isha. Thank you so much, buddy. It's actually 9:35 now. But that's that. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me for this live watch along. Again, as always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really, really do appreciate the support 100%. If you haven't already, leave a like and subscribe as well as donate. All of that is much appreciated. Like and subscribing helps the channel. Donating helps support the hosts like myself. All donations go back to the hosts. As Kevin says, we got the Blues next. Yes, the Devils' next game will be on Sunday at home, 1 o'clock against the Blues. Thank you so much, Rainiel, for all the comments and hanging out with us and subscribing. We appreciate you 100%. Kevin says, thank you for the stream as well as Beer Sports Whatever podcast. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. RJ said it is now 5-3 Buffalo over the Minnesota Wild. So looks like an upset might be brewing as he says, thanks everyone. Andrew says 46 likes. If you guys could help us get to 50 before the stream ends, I'd appreciate that. Vegas and Ducks next. Yes. In a little bit less than half an hour, we will be back here live on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel for another live watch along. This one between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks. My good buddies Nate and Carter, who do the podcast called the Quack Report, which covers the Anaheim Ducks. They will be on the call for that live watch along in a little bit more than 20 minutes. So make sure you guys stick around a little bit for that one. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Follow the Hockey Podcast Network everywhere at HockeyPodNet. New live watch-alongs every single day here on the YouTube channel here at THPN. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go check out all the podcasts here on the Hockey Podcast Network, including Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. New episodes of the podcast every Monday and Thursday. Follow us on Twitter at Devil State, Instagram at Devil State of Mind, and like us on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW and on Instagram at NVPQB11. Thank you again, Rainiel, for all your support. Also, guys, go check out the Basketball Podcast Network, our sister network, which covers all the teams in the NBA. They'll be doing live watch-alongs of live NBA games every single day there on that channel as well. So go like and subscribe to them. But again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight, and we will see you in about 20 minutes or so for the next live watch-along. Once again, the final score from this one, the Devils fall short in New York against the Rangers by the final score of 3-1. Everyone continue, as Danelle says, bye. Good to see you, Danelle, as always, hanging out with us. Appreciate it. But as I always say at the end of every live watch along, continue to be the awesome people that you are and rock on.